Rastafari. What's that one?
Well, folks, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. We want to welcome you. Coming up next is the one-on-one with the CEO. Remember, we just celebrated 26, right? So this is the first edition after that massive celebration by Liberians, both home and abroad. So yeah, coming up, the CEO has an entire team that is coming on to talk more about issues
you
that
came to start the show. You talk about a massive celebration. You can't wait, eh? You can't wait. You can't start the show. You talk about a massive celebration. Like a massive celebration we're doing here. So every year, 26 people can do. They can celebrate. That they want so massive this year.
No, this 26 was well celebrated. No, it's not about politics. This is not about.
Listen, just do your thing and leave me alone, man.
So why you don't want us to? I'm just appreciating like.
No, but you are saying the massive celebration.
It was
every year we celebrate in Minnesota, Trenton, Delaware, all over. What makes this one different?
No, but in about 10 years, this is the first time that we saw Liberians from China, Europe, to America, Canada, Australia. Yeah, we saw Liberians.
James, you get some serious issue.
No, I'm being real. I'm being real with you.
You want to tell me that have attended all these different programs here in the United States, right? In every state, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Minnesota, and all over. But you say, no. This one is massive. This one was so special. It happened in the 17th continent, that Johnson Koji would say. Is that what you want to tell me today, James?
I'm saying Liberians have been celebrating July 26th since 1847. Since Charlie time. They have been celebrating, but since the end of the Civil War, Liberians have been holding back. I don't know why, but
when you left the country, you said Liberians have been holding back. Left the country. Every 26, they must celebrate 26 days.
No 26 has been celebrated in about 10 years' time as compared to what we saw yesterday.
Okay.
Did you see the people in Minnesota?
But Minnesota do celebration every year. What are you talking about?
But they celebrate nothing.
You don't make me laugh, James. You don't make me laugh. You know, when we have to do this politics, right?
No, this is not politics.
No, wait, James. Wait. When we have to do this politics, let's do the politics the best way. You make me to shed tears. Because when I'm laughing too much there, I'm sharing tears. You came on the show to say, you remember when you said the F was shaking when DeLong were coming, massive, the whole F. The earthquake was happening in Liberia because DeLong have won. James, that propaganda, leave it alone.
No, but we
are saying to you and everyone, thank God every year, we celebrate.
No, not every year.
We're not, Jim, we're not. By the time I'm almost finished, you got 2 more minutes. So give me a fresh shot.
So
every year, celebration still goes on, right?
Yes.
You talk about your massive celebration that your own, you pace. The other people will say, listen, but what we got all of this,
politics.
Wait, Jim, wait. I want to ask you that. You see, you my Peking, you my son. So let's leave it alone. You just came from begging me for small things just before we come on the show. Let me just tell the people, 150. So you want me to explain that story? I can explain it. but let's come back to the issue. Thank God we celebrated the 26th. The takeaway, the messages that came out of the 26th.
Yeah.
The way forward, that should be our concern, right? The 26th will be the 26th. People are going to ask questions. Is people going to bed hungry after the 26th? Will the children's school fee be paid? Will they go into a classroom that have chairs? The healthcare system, will it change?
So now
wait, now let me ask this question.
Now you're putting politics. Let's talk about
no. But
and we can jump into
how is that politics?
No, you are not politics. Because yesterday we saw
James
members of the ANC, all like Red Party, Unity Party, they all came together as a nation to celebrate the country's birthday.
You are saying that we shouldn't ask the question. Then
no, we will ask that question, but let's talk about the success of the event. And then we can get to
when you want us to ask a question.
Let's first give the
I'm asking you, Kevin, time when you want us to ask the question.
We can ask the policy makers.
When I said who we asking, I said when do you want us to ask the question?
When we are done with how Liberians celebrated across the globe.
When do you want us to ask the question?
Today.
We ask the question tomorrow?
No, we can even ask that question today, but let's talk about how Liberians came together around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, this is James Gooden Flomo from Feasibility, Lofa Kante, a supporter of Unity Party. He's a UPist now. When he go back to Liberia, he'll register as a UPist. He has declared his full intention that you're working for Phobe, for the family, Mambe, and everyone of them.
The president. I'm not a member of the Unity Party.
And we're going to say, but James, I'm happy today that I'm seeing some strange people in the back. I don't know who all these people that or you go Chukwi and you get Serial Flomo. Who are these Gibson or Zaka? Who are these? Can you find out?
Juko or whatever. I think that name is foreign.
Yeah, I don't know who all these people you get. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm not going to bring them on, but I know Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla is coming on, and the next person is Roger Allen. Can somebody tell me who these other people coming on? We can bring them if we know what they're coming for. But it's a beautiful Sunday, the 27th of July. Happy 26th to all. We still celebrating 26th. You have not seen this kind of celebration since Joseph Jinggy Rower's time. Like James said, it's the first celebration in the history of Liberia that the whole earth is shaking and everybody is in Jobo. I want to say to all of you, a beautiful show coming up for you. We're going to talk to Roger Allen. Roger Allen is he will explain himself, he will introduce himself, he will be coming up. We got Representative Nathan Beard is coming on as well. And then we'll first of all have a conversation with Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla. Reverend Dr. Francis, you know that Glennie Uno, Reverend and pastor from Minnesota. But James, I'm kind of confused. Then Glennie is in Maryland and she got her pastor in Minnesota. You know how many hours if you drive it? Maybe 24 hours, but if you fly, maybe 5 hours or so. But
she goes there every day.
But that's the question we asking. How Glennie doing the church thing? The only person that will answer it is the Reverend Doctor. He's a Reverend, he's a doctor, and his name is Tabla. He's doing a lot. This Reverend raised millions of dollars, and I think 7 million or 4 million, something like that, for one of the biggest. To
do what?
For one of Liberia's biggest churches in Minnesota, one of Liberians or African, one of the biggest churches in Minnesota. And he's doing a lot. I think he will be going to Liberia. He's going to spend 30 minutes with us and tell us his mission on the show today. Whenever the Reverend come on the show, he said, "You only want to come when I'm coming." I begged this Reverend. I said, "Reverend, I get my own church." But I think the Reverend want me to join his church. I think the Reverend is doing something, James. That he fishing. Jesus Christ said, "Go ye therefore in the whole world and preach the gospel." He said, "Go." So the Reverend is going into the whole world preaching the gospel.
The Reverend is trying to put you in a situation that you can't handle.
I can handle it. That's the gospel. What are you talking about? That's the
That
gospel,
maybe
James.
your church will say you go into his side.
Nah, man, Jesus Christ don't get one church. Jesus Christ went to Samaria. He preached to the Jews. He preached to the Gentiles. He did everything. So the Reverend is trying. But those of you that know Reverend Tabla, he's a decent man, a good gentleman, by the way. And, and he preached nothing but the gospel. He came from a poor beginning, though. The church was a 8-people church, hustling. Offering wasn't coming through. The Reverend cashed all his credit card, everything. Now the church is one of the biggest churches over there. A beautiful church, by the way. And I think let's bring the Reverend on first, James. Then we'll bring in Roger. Roger will be our second guest. We'll get Nathan Bia, representative of Rhode Island. The Reverend coming in is red, white, and blue. Wow. I think that's it. The Reverend is still celebrating. No, the Reverend got flag. Let me bring my own flag, James. Hold on a minute.
So you see now, last year we did not see you doing this.
But wait, man, go on the last year's show. I'm a all hill, Labira hill, all hill. Okay, James, let me quiet. Sing the national anthem for us.
Who?
You.
I can't take test yet.
Sing the national anthem.
No, I'm not ready. I'm not a good singer, please.
Hey, James. So you can sing the national anthem.
I am not a good singer. Should I come and lie? I can sing.
So all the thing you're doing, we're just testing you right now on your own lap. So you cannot. Let me find it for you before I talk. let me find the national anthem for you before I talk. You know what? Who's in studio? I thought you said Yekesi is in studio.
Yeah, Yekesi is coming on.
Hey man, I want somebody to give our people some 26 giveaway to sing the national anthem before we bring it. Let's bring in the Reverend. I hope the Reverend know how to sing the national anthem. Or I'm gonna forget about the Reverend, right?
I can sing. I will not cast for my knee with singing.
But so do you not know the national anthem?
It's Bogo We Not Don It Don It Don. That was a song that we used to sing way back in the ABC. I still remember.
No, seriously, Jim, you really don't know the national anthem.
I know it, but I can't sing it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, because I don't have the tune. But if people singing, I can follow it.
No, okay, say it. Just say it.
No, you start. I will follow. Let me be the
No way. Jim, that's a shame on you. Want to put it right on. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I know this thing right. Let's go ahead. Oh, hill, Liberia, hill, oh, hill. Oh, hill, Liberia, hill, oh, hill. This glorious land of liberty shall long be ours. Though New Horn green be her friend, the mighty be her power. Though New Horn green be her friend, and mighty be our power, and mighty be our power, and mighty be our power. In joy and gladness with our heart united, we shout the free, the will always be lifted. Lord, let be a happy land, a home of glorious liberty by God's command, a home of glorious liberty by God's command. On this note, we're going to bring in the Reverend, the doctor. Reverend, how are you today? Happy Sunday to you. Here we are, Reverend. It's good to see you. All hail, Liberia hail. Happy belated 26th. Thank you for joining us today. You're always welcome on our program.
Thank you so much, Mr. Witherspoon, and thank you to your co-host. You know, every time I have seen all of Mr. Witherspoon, I get to see something else. I had no idea that you could sing like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I learned something new today.
Yeah, but Reverend, it's good to see you, man. And a wonderful Sunday, 27th of July. Here you are. Sorry for yesterday. It was 26th. We couldn't make the show. But thank you for accepting that we have a change in schedule to have you on today. The rest of the guys will be joining us. We're going to be having Representative Nathan Bia from Rhode Island, and the other panelists will be joining us. I mean, how was your 26? How did you celebrate with the church?
So the 26 was outstanding. As a matter of fact, we were interviewed by KMTV earlier, and my wife said a prayer for Liberia. And then, of course, we participated, a significant number of our young people participated in the parade that they had here in Minnesota for the celebration. And then the Sunday before, the Organization of Liberians in Minnesota and the Liberian Ministers Association hosted a joint Thanksgiving service at Mount Zion Interdenominational Church, and we had the privilege to be there. And then, of course, today was Liberia Sunday at Ebenezer Community Church. You can see me in our national colors, right, white and blue. It was a massive celebration here at Ebenezer Community Church. So yes, it has been outstanding. And honestly, I am very impressed to see the surgence or the resurgence of nationalism and patriotism that we are witnessing now for Liberia. So it was beautiful.
You say you are very surprised. Why? For 6 years, I don't want to bring you in politics though, but 6 years on a job, what's the difference? Well, I mean, is this something new?
No, I'm just saying that my observation is that there is a resurgence of the level of nationalism and patriotism that we are witnessing. It's a resurgence, and I'm just, as a Liberian, I'm just happy to see that. Just imagine our kids who were born here, they were not born in Liberia, they were born here, but those kids did all they could to get T-shirts, get the national colors, and to go and participate in the parade, something that we have not seen in the past like this, So that was just my observation.
Yeah. I don't want to put you in political situation because we're gonna keep it on the gospel. Yeah, let's keep it on the gospel. But what you say, I mean, I can ask you 100 questions just from that line. Yeah, right. But let me let you pass on this. So, Reverend, what's the mission now? We had you before. Reverend, the nature you are in the darkness. But God said that, there was a light and there was light, Reverend. I hope the Reverend can come back. He was in darkness. But not you, Reverend, Representative, excuse me. Reverend, what's the mission here now? What's the message? Are you bringing some folks on? I'm seeing that you go Chuku Gibson. Are those your folks?
Yes, Yukochuku Williams, Dr. Yukochuku Williams, Gibson Dakar, and Sylvia Flomo. They are all part of this team that is about to bring something very great to Liberia. So hopefully if they can come on, that would be nice.
Good, but let me hear you first. I mean, what's the mission here? Let me give you a few minutes, then we'll get into it.
Yes, so the ultimate mission here is that our team, Silk Clink, is collaborating with In Shelters, a Nigerian-based business, and Silk Clink is a Liberian-based business, and we are collaborating to bring smart city to Liberia. All right, we have acquired 100 acres of land in Bentall, and we're going to build 250 units, smart city, smart home in Bentall City, Liberia. That is, in a nutshell, that's what we are about to do. And things are already on the road.
You're going to build 250 units?
250 luxury homes in Bentall City, Liberia.
Okay. First of all, when you came on the show, you're looking for money.
Yes.
So I thought this is not when you're looking for money now. You got money to build homes, 250.
No, this is separate. Our capital campaign for our church is still ongoing. We trusting God to burn the mortgage note on September 14th. So that is different. What I'm talking about is a company that I serve as a consultant. So, all right, I'm basically a consultant because the CEO of the company is a member of our church, and she tapped me to be a consultant to this whole project. All right, so it has nothing to do with Ebenezer Community Church. Our campaign is still going on. We are still raising funds for our campaign, but this is a business aspect of one of our church members that we are giving support to, like we do to any other church member, by the way.
Oh, beautiful. So why Bentall though?
Yeah, so the other members of the team might speak, but what what I have been made to understand before I came to be tapped as a consultant, um, the collaborating partners have reached out to the authority in the Robertsfield area to be able to get land to build a smart city. They felt that building a smart city around the airport will give a good impression for the country as people are arriving into the country. However, all efforts to secure land there did not work out. And so they had to start scouting around and they were able to find this place, this location in Bentall, 100 acres of land, and were able to purchase the land. So I guess Bentall, one, because that's where the land was available, but two, Benta has a very long history. It's one of the oldest cities in Liberia and has a lot of, I should say, uh, equity in the country. So my colleagues will speak more to that.
Okay, so can you introduce Dr. Williams here? Who is Dr. Williams before he come in, Pastor?
So
Reverend?
Dr. Okuchukwu Williams is from Nigeria. All right. He is a business entrepreneur, politician, you just name it. But he is the CEO for In Shelters. And In Shelters have done a lot of construction work, real estate work in Nigeria. They have built cities in different parts of Nigeria. And God, by his grace, was able to link In Shelters with Silk Clink. And they have a whole history to that effect. And so he represents the Nigerian arm of the collaboration. And then later you will see Sylvia Flomo, who is a young Liberian entrepreneur. She's the CEO for the Clean portion of the collaboration. And this man is well versed with the project. He's a technocrat. You just name it. He brings the technical language to our project, while I just bring the consultant portion to it in terms of outreach. So yes, he's our Nigerian brother.
Dr. Reverend Francis Tabla, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us, Representative Neto Beard. I think it will be a very, very interesting conversation today. Dr. Yugo Chukwu Williams, is always, this is Spoon Talk. Welcome to the show. And again, just from hearing from the Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla, let's hear you. Welcome to the show, sir.
You are muted. You are muted, Dr. Williams.
Yes, good evening from Nigeria, and I know in the US it might be morning or afternoon, depending on the area you are, the city you are in the United States. My name is Dr. Ugochukwu Williams. That Ugochukwu is Ugochukwu Williams, so I know you're gonna get that corrected. Okay, I'm the CEO of InShelter Nigeria, a real estate company, a developer, facility management company in Nigeria. First of all, I want to thank the management of Spoon and also Dr. William Spoon for hosting us tonight. I want to appreciate you for giving us this opportunity to showcase the good thing that is coming to Liberia. And I'm sure you are a patriotic Liberian. That's why you were able to create this platform. And likewise, Dr. Francis Tabla, Silva Flamo, and Gibson, and other people that are on the team. So we are here to do what we know how to do and what we're already doing in Nigeria to expand the horizon to other West African countries, which Liberia happened to be on our top on the list. First of all, I will start by saying that real estate business, real estate in Nigeria is like is everywhere. Go to Lagos, go to Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Kano, Benin City, Delta, all those places. The real estate business, the real estate is what everybody have embraced. And coming to Monrovia and Liberia, Nigeria happened to be a brother of Liberia. and that's what drives us to this project. Nigeria happened to be a big brother and a partner of Liberia, even though Liberia is the senior brother, but Nigeria is a younger brother who have, it's just like when your younger brother who have seen more or who have done more, you tend to come along to see how you can help your brother also to partner. I always say this, when during the war of Liberia, Nigeria played prominent role in making sure there is peace in Liberia, and Nigeria fought to bring peace in Liberia. At this point, for us, we believe that Nigeria should also not just bring that peace. If you bring peace, after peace, the next thing is development. So Nigeria is very willing and glad now to bring in development to Liberia. In the last 1 year, I started coming to Liberia. I've come to Liberia more than 6 times in the last 1 year, and all because of Liberia. And we are committed to see what we'll do in Liberia to partner with Liberians, to uplift Liberians. And within that 1 year, a lot of other investments through us has come into Liberia. Right now in Liberia, I was because of the passion I have for Liberia. My brother married from Liberia. My brother have lived in Liberia for 20 years. So like 20, about 20 years thereabout. So Liberia is not just a brother nation, is also an in-law nation. So if we have done a lot in Nigeria, we should be able to extend that. And I think the compliment goes to my brother, who is also more of a Liberian than Nigeria now, who have always pushed and lobbied me to bring such what we are doing in Nigeria in terms of real estate to Liberia in the past, where we tried to do it during the last administration, because I happened to have access to the last president and some people in the government. So, but based on studies and our research and findings, it wasn't it wasn't that favorable enabling environment for us to come in as a company and do our investment. So we we decided to hold back because we know the election is coming. During the election, we monitored the election, and I saw that immediately after the election was over, we gave the government 6 months to operate for us to examine the kind of government it is, whether it's government who is willing for development and partnership. After 6 months to 8 months of his administration, we started the engagements, and we visited Monrovia. I visited Monrovia for the first time in July last year, so just like about a year ago. So, and we started the process. We took all the willingness and readiness to start implementation. Our target is 500 housing units. In fact, the 250 Bishop Francis said is 500, but 250 phase one and 250 for another phase. So we are looking for something big at the airport road. We designed a layout called the butterfly layout. And that butterfly layout, when you're coming down from the plane, landing at Robert Field International Airport, you'll be seeing a new city that's a butterfly design. So that was the concept. And we went to RRA, the airport authority. We had meetings, series of meetings. We met with the board chairman, we met the directors, we met with the managers. They took us to a land around the airport, about 1,000 acres, 1,000 acres. But the process and willingness to uh, partner with us, the bureaucracy and a lot of things, expectations. I know how it is in the government. A lot of body want you to do some upfront activities, financial activities, and all that. So we're having that challenge. So, and by God's grace, we left. While we left, some members of Liberians who saw the desire, because we're in Liberia for 2 weeks, we couldn't achieve much. So, and we left, came back there, and they were all clamoring and reaching out to get a place. And good thing they got a place called Bento. They got 100 acre for us in Bento. 100 acre wasn't big enough for what we wanted to do the 500 housing, but it can do for 250 housing units. and also creates space for driving and everything. So like a small city of kind of. So we that was acquired and surveyed, and the deed were done and all that. But I haven't visited Bento anyway. I was early this year, I visited Bento. But why our team in Nigeria approved Bento was, in Nigeria, there are different cities and development spread across the cities. So you don't categorically saying that you want to develop only Abuja or you want to develop only Lagos. Real estate spread across the country because everybody have where he's coming from, where he want to live. You might choose you want to live in Monrovia, but people want to live in Bento because they want a serene environment that is far away from hustle and bustle of the city. So we have observed Bento and observed the area, made a research about Bento, and Bento happened to be the oldest city and the former capital of Liberia. And there was a lot of historical part behind Bento. The name also sounds very beautiful, Bento City. So we decided to choose Bento, and also not only that we chose Bento, also in partnership with our potential off-takers from the US, because this project is actually majorly targeting the Liberian diasporas. So we chose Bento, and Bento was chosen, and there is a lot of advantage of Bento for us too. It's easier to build in Bento because you have a topography that is not waterlogged. It has a very strong ground that is not waterlogged. At the airport road, where you have the rubber field, we have to do a lot of sand feeding because a lot of swamp. We have to do a lot of sand feeding. We have to do a lot of casting on the foundations and all that. So it takes more money to build in at the airport road than in Bento. So Bento is a good site, and
So
we're putting on.
Dr. Williams, let me interrupt you because we do this by time. I mean, what you say is very, very interesting. Well, what's the name of this project or your company?
Okay, my company is called InShelters. InShelters, you can Google us on www.inshelters.org. That's our website.
Can you spell it for us, please?
InShelters, INSHELTEX.
Okay, InShelters.
InShelters.org. Yes. So that's the name of the company.
You said ORG, right?
ORGS. That's the name of the company. And we have a partner in Liberia because we can't do that project without a local partner. We have a local partner in Liberia that is called the Civic Links Construction Company. And
Civic CIVIC?
No,
yes.
SYLVCLINT. Sil Clint. Sil SYLVCLINT. Sil Clint.
Okay.
And InShelter is INSHELTERS.org.
Okay. TER.
Now, yes. The name of the project is called the Liberian Diaspora Smart City, Lead City. The short form is Lead City. Liberian International Diaspora Smart City, yes.
Dr. Williams, let's hear from Dr. Tabla because we're getting mixed. People are asking for the name. Dr. Tabla, can you spell the InShelter? SHELTER?
IN first. INSHELTERS. So InShelters.org.
Okay, and this other, the partner company in Liberia is SYLVCLINT.
Sil Clint. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Dr. Williams, let's go back. 100 acres of land. How long have you guys been in business, Dr. Tabla? How long?
In Nigeria or in Liberia?
I mean, all over.
All over. In Nigeria, we've been in business for over 8 years, and Liberia, we've been in Liberia. InShelter have come into Liberia in the last 1 year. We have frequently been in Liberia. In fact, I just left Liberia 2 days ago. I was in Liberia 2 weeks ago. I came into Liberia again 5 days ago. I spent 4 days. I spent 3 days. I came back again. I've been in Liberia on the second. So Liberia now is like a second home because we're trying to develop a place there. So we are really committed to the project. So in the last 1 year, we are fully in Liberia.
This project total cost, and welcome to the show, Brother Gibson Zaka. When Sylvia John, we want to bring her on too. She's not in studio yet, Dr. Tabla. So Dr. Williams, the total cost for this project.
Yeah, before I go into the total project, I'll tell you a brief about the project because I've not told you anything about the project. We're only talking about
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes. First of all, I'll tell you what the Liberian Diaspora Smart City is. It's called the Lit City in short form. So when you mention Lit City in Bento, in fact, it's going to be on Google soon. So when you get into Google and put Lit City, take you straight to Bento and take you to our project site. The Lit City is Liberian International Diaspora Smart City. And that smart city is a 250 housing unit with a perimeter fence. What I mean by perimeter fence is all-round fence with an entrance gate. And the entrance gate is with a smart entrance. That is why it's a smart city. It's a smart entrance in terms of you have access control with a card and which link to your house. It is already, and you will have within the estate, there is a well-organized, serene environment with flowers, and we have sewage system, central sewage system. We have a drainage system.
Do you have picture? Do you have video? Do you have something?
Yeah, our communication manager.
I know you are talking about.
Yeah, our communication manager is going to do that. Mr. Zaka is going to do that while I'm talking. He's going to be posting some of those things to you, and there's a lot of pictures and videos of what we are doing right now.
Yeah,
the project is already ongoing.
Hold on 1 minute. He cannot do that except we have those video and picture. So
we send them to you, sir. Check your WhatsApp or check with Glenda. We send all of those to you well in advance.
Okay, so again, like I said, that you send it to Glenda, I don't have it. So if you have my number, send it to me because we want to show. I mean, you tell the Liberian people what you're about to do. So if you send it to me as the data, speak, we're going to show to the audience exactly what you guys will be doing in Liberia. So if you have it, you got my number. If not, let me give you my number: 609-649-4206. You can send it to me on WhatsApp.
Hey, Senator, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can elaborate on that.
Did you hear what I said, Mr. Zaka?
Yes, and all of that was done in advance by one of your program manager named Marina Honoring, and she told me that she's going to forward all the information to you. And I have not introduced myself, but because you asking this question, so I want to clarify. I'll call you, and you were an actor, and you was the only one able to speed up this project to come on live today. We hear. Other than that, we're going to be in the back seat all along sending information back to Flower, and we couldn't get no response. But thank you for bringing us here. But the shop that he there is you did not receive our video yet in our presentation as our manager was speaking, our CEO speaking. All this flash will be showing to the Liberians what we're doing. I mean, word explain, but pictures speak louder than words. But unfortunately, you don't have the information to show, and it's kind of something that I want to reject rather quickly. But thank you.
I think Dr. Tabla
So Gibson, what I just said now, I hear what you say. Do you have it? Send it to me. I can put them up now. Do you have it?
Yes, I have them.
Do you have my number?
Yeah, I guess it's the same number that I talked to you on. Yes.
Okay, so just forward it to me on WhatsApp. We'll upload them, please.
All right, I'm gonna mute. I'm not gonna do that right now.
So Dr. Williams, welcome, Xavier Flomo. It's good to see you, Madam Flomo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you for having me.
You're quite welcome, ma'am. It's really, really good to see you. You have anything to add on this? Is I'm hearing that you're the very, very busy one in this project.
Oh well, Dr. Willem and Reverend have said it all. I'm just here, just supporting them, whatever. But this project is a dream comes true. Once in the history of Liberia, Liberia had never had such thing before. We're trying to make Liberia like other countries, like Nigeria, like Ghana, like the Ivory Coast, like Dubai. We want for Liberians in the diaspora to, have their mind relax and have all those stress of fighting over land, fighting over properties and other stuff. We just want the Liberians to get their mind off and realize their mind that one day when they go home, they will live in a secure area, in a beautiful place that we call home, because home is where your peace and relaxation is. So that is the dream that Dr. Williams is just carry on, and Dr. Francis is elaborating on this show tonight. And I pray that all Liberians will come to join us on board, because it's the dream comes true. It's very huge. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I think I'm trying to upload some of the pictures and that Brother Gibson is sending us. Dr. William, I don't want to hold you too long, but please be patient with us. We'll hear the rest of the story. Let's bring in the representative from Raw Island, Representative Nathan Bia. Representative Bia, you listen to a beautiful story here concerning Liberia. Can you please unmute, Representative?
Thank you, Stanton, for today program. And also, I'd like to say good evening to my fellow Liberians where in Radio Land, where you are listening from. We say thank you for Stanton for this platform. And thank you to Liberia for our 78 years of independence. I must well say that first before I get into our future development that we were hearing. I think that we're from listening to what we have heard. I think it's a good project for us in Liberia. However, this is just the first step, the first leg we have here, and so I think we will sit back. I would sit back and kind of follow through how this going to unfold, how it's going to be, where how Liberians going to benefit from this, and how Liberia would benefit from this. So those are the aspect of it, because fundamentally, for me, the only thing I care about is my country and my fellow Liberians. Those are that is my heart and my soul. So anything that is beneficial for my people, definitely we want to see how that will unfold.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, those of you that joining us, please share the show. Thank you. We have Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla from Minnesota. We have Dr. Igor Chukwu Williams, Xavier Flomo. Xavier, you from Liberia, right? Can you do this thing the Liberian way and Liberian English? Xavier, don't give us a hard time. At least you're all right. But so, I mean, this is one of the flyer. Am I correct, Dr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is one of the flyers, but you need to see the main houses. These are the flyers for like the where you have the cost and the prices. So, and the 3-bedroom bungalow, the terrace, the 3-bedroom duplex, the 4-bedroom duplex, the 5-bedroom mansionette, all have with extra 2-bedroom box quarters for all of them, and all of them come with a swimming pool. They all have swimming pool.
Good. So I'm waiting for Gibson to send me the rest of them. I will do my best to put them up.
There is so many pictures. So the layout, all of them are all out. The video of the clearing is ongoing. The video of the clearing, as I speak with you now, if not the Independence Day yesterday, we have to release the staffs to go for celebrate the. First of all, I want to congratulate the Liberians for your 178th independence. Up for all of you, and I know more blessings are coming to Liberia as we proceed in the year 179. So many of the staff right now are all on holiday for the Independence Day. They are resuming back on Tuesday. So the clearing is ongoing. It has been in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, clearing has been ongoing. So all the project is ongoing. And we have an office in Bento, and the superintendent has visited the office. The mayor of Bento has visited the office. That's the superintendent of Mosorado. He has visited the office and engaged with our project manager there. And they are all partnering together right now to make sure that everything is going smoothly. And the government give us all the enabling environment to make sure that this process is achieved for Liberians.
So let's talk about your overhead costs. If you care to talk, let's get into the money. And I'm seeing on this.
That's what I'm about to ask right now.
Yeah, because Liberians, they are texting me, and we are seeing 205,000, 370,000, 480,000, 230,000. Can you talk to us about what we are seeing here? It seems not to be affordable. Let's talk about the affordability here, Dr. Williams.
Let's talk about it. It's very, when you talk about money is important to talk about because people are going to be spending their money. So, and it's important to talk about that and elaborate. First of all, I will start with the 5-bedroom mansionette. The 5-bedroom mansionette is what you saw there is, I think, is about 480,000 USD, and you are having a house in a serene environment with an enclosed system, something that you can compare to your houses in the UX. And I can tell you that these houses are going to be better than what you have in the UX because you have an environment that you have about almost 1,000 square meters for yourself. You have a swimming pool, you have a 5-bedroom mansionette, and you have a 2-bedroom apartment. So it's like a twin apartment in your house. You have a twin building, a twin apartment in your house. You have a semi-furnished house, which comes with the cabinet, the solar. It comes with a solar. It's a solar-powered house, 15 kVA solar-powered, because we know electricity might not be constant. You have a city that you have a shopping mall, you have a gas station, you have a hospital, you have a worship center, a church, you have a shopping mall, you have a sports center, a mini sports center, and you have a 24 hours surveillance security, both CCTV and physical and manned security. So, and these are all inclusive in what you're paying. So is the house or the features, there are more features to what you have in the house. And this payment is not a one-off payment. You have opportunity to make your payment in 6 years. And these 6 years takes a lot of interest on the bank loans and all that. So these are the things that comes up to make it to what you have. Yet, for some people, you might say if you look at Liberia is a dollarized economy, and everything you purchase is in dollar. So if you put it in the value of materials and everything, you can see if we bring up to speed this what we are the houses, you even see that if you value it is more than what the prices are. So these are one of the things that have looked at says the prices are based on the economy of Liberia and the dollarized economy. So it's almost a same standard of the prices of things in the UX.
You are saying these prices based on the economy in Liberia?
The what?
Are you saying that these prices is based on the economy in Liberia?
It's based on the dollar, yeah, because of purchase of things in Liberia are dollarized. They are all in dollar. And right now, if I share with you how much we have spent in the last 1 month that we have started project in Liberia in dollar, in Nigeria we cannot spend that. We cannot spend half of it on so far what we have done. But we understand the system, and we are doing that according to what is obtainable in the system. But one thing about these houses, these are luxury houses. These are targeted luxury houses. For the first phase, we are targeting this class. We have another phase that is coming that is also going to have for other class, a lower class too. But this class of houses, if you're going to have this class of houses, these are what the prices are. And like I said, is a furnished. It comes with the furnished come with all all the rooms have their ACs. So it comes with ACs. It comes with the kitchen cabinet, and I'll be sharing with you. If not now, maybe in the future, you'll be seeing what our furnishings are like. Then, so you know that this is actually what, when you're coming into the house, you might actually be coming in like maybe your bed, your curtain, and your TV screens, because it has underground cables run already. This is an underground cable run environment. The CCTV, the cable televisions are already run. They are all underground. They are all run. So you're not coming there to come and start fixing all these things. They are already fixed. That's how we do it, because you don't need to. Somebody need to buy a house. You start breaking the house to fix this, to fix that. So most of these things are all inclusive in the house.
Well, thank you very much.
Let me also let you know the kind of when people talk about furnishing, when you see one of our just finished buildings, you see the kind of doors, and I know I'll be sharing that video with you later. Our last immediate just finished project, we just finished it just a month or 2 months ago now. We just finished it, and people already purchased it. Or you can see the kind of finishing that we did there, and that's how it comes. So, and both the electrical fittings, everything comes with it.
So let me hold you right there, Dr. Williams. Guys, we are talking about, so the man said when we heard this, that the Tabla, that 250 homes coming to Liberia. These are now free homes. So people was, they thought that it was free, condominiums or property. No, it's not a free home. Well, we just got to get it clear off the bag. 250 homes not free. There are 250 homes for folks that can afford in the amount of 300,000, 250,000, 205,000. This thing can go up. These are like the European style, Nigerian style, Ghanaian style, mansions that people pay for. 370,000 in Bentol. Let me ask you a question before we go to Dr. Tabla, Dr. Williams, and we'll bring you in, Brother Gibson. Dr. Williams, are you considering the role?
Very, very correct. In fact, the first time I visited Mento, one of the things I showed my teams is that we're going to work, or we're going to liaise with the government to bring a proper access road. There's already a good access road, but you need to make it more beautiful. That will make it to project the city, the lead city. First of all, right now we've already started the road that leads to the city, to the lead city. There's a water. There's a small stream that crosses the road that you can't even pass through it. So there's a local made bridge with wood. We have removed it right now. We are constructing a bridge that will be able to allow vehicles, big trucks to pass there right now. These are also part of our contribution that we are doing within all the way to the city, and within the city there is going to be a solar power street lights. So the bridge we are doing right now is part of what we are contributing to government. We're also going to liaise with the government as we proceed. But right now we cannot do, the road will not be the first thing we are going to do, because vehicles are going to be bringing in, trucks are going to be bringing equipment, a lot of things are going to be coming in. So that comes on a finishing part of the project. So we are considering that route. And we have about two different roads that lead to the estate. One is about 27 kilometers from the University of Liberia Extension campus. and the other one is about when you get to Beto from the major road to the is about 2.5 kilometers. So, and that's one that has a bridge challenge. So we're already working on the bridge right now. Already constructing a bridge.
Thank you very much, Dr. Williams. Let's hear you. We'll come to you, Representative. Let's hear Dr. Tabla. Dr. Tabla, I think I don't know. So this is like a high end when you talk about Liberia. This is like a high end gated community. All right, and 300,000, 450,000 is forget it. And I cannot afford it. And going to Liberia, I think I would sleep in Newtown. You know what I'm saying? So how can this? We are under the rescue government here, and this. I mean, I'm not faulting Dr. Williams, but he doing business. We thought it was just something free going to the Liberian people.
Why should somebody bring such homes for free to Liberia?
I mean, seeing your home now, that Tabla, people know it's not free. But when you talk about the home, then we just talk that people partnering with the government to.
No. This is not a government entity. This is a private entity. So let me just make some comments here. Many diaspora Liberians have lost their money in Liberia. They have sent money to construct homes, and the money was squandered either by relatives or friends. The church that I am privileged to pastor, we have some members in our church who have suffered that. And as a pastor, it is my responsibility to comfort them, console them. So this is a need that we are trying to provide so that Liberians will not be losing thousands of dollars, their hard-earned dollars sent to Liberia, and it is squandered. All right, we are bringing a business in Liberia that will be able to. You don't have to worry. Once you pay your down payment to secure your place, your home will be built. It's going to be well built, and like he says, a luxury home. All right. This is for people who can afford it. It is not for people who cannot afford it. All right. And so you don't have to worry or lose money.
So Dr. Tabla, is this affordable in the Liberian community
now? We do have Liberians who can afford these homes. Not all of them, but we do have Liberians who can afford this kind of a luxury home. I'm sorry you haven't played the video yet, that actually captures the homes. All right.
We have the video. I want to give everybody the chance to speak.
Yeah, but if you are putting such homes in Liberia where you're talking about luxury homes, you're talking about having a plaza, it's a gated community, recreational parks, worship center, drainages, good landscaping, underground internet, fiber cable. All right. Okay, that has the capability to do DSTV. You talk about underground gas pipes, running water. All right, good road network. All right, perimeter fence both for the entire estate and then for your own home. You have your fence, and then of course security. These are all amenities that cost money. All right.
Thank you very much. I would say this, Representative. Let me play the video. Brother Gates, let me mute you because we get a lot of feedback when you are speaking now. I'll mute you, please. All right, so let me play the video and then we can hear from Gibson and the representative, and we'll go back to Sister Sylvia and that of Dr. Williams. Let's play the video. Okay, give us few chance. I don't know. The producer saying that that instrument is copyrighted. So let me see if I can remove the instrumental sound off and play the video as it is. Creating these videos can lead into community problem with Facebook. So let me see if we can do that, and then I'll play the video. I mean, the video look beautiful, and, you know, the layout. But let's hear you, Gibson. Talk to us while we work on this video.
Right, thank you. Let me just step back and say thank you to you, first of all, to have us here. But we look at the value of the horse, and people think, wow, for Africa. Look, let us mention two things here first. Job creation, okay? About 800 jobs going to be created. And then when we come to United States to buy a home, you do a background check, you do a credit check, hold on to that. The third point here is that all those that in America, they want to have a dream home for the buying a home in America. We want to tell the Liberian, look, you can have the same dream home that you built in the United States. You can go to your home, your native home, Liberia, and you can have your secure dream homes that will be 24/7 current, 24/7 network. You can take your children home, that you will not even be worrying for any other thing. Security is on our high level. Okay, we had a street there with camera. Okay, so these are things that are onto the value. You will rest your show, and we travel to another African country. We see their layout, we see the presentation of their city. And yesterday we were celebrating Mama Liberia. Mama, you just see your mama all the time. You can put smile, good face on the face of your mother. This is what we're calling all Liberians here in abroad, wherever you are, that you can afford this. Yes, you can. When you love your home, we want to see your city layout, beautiful city. And when you do a calculation here, how many dollars we sell homes? It's more than $1 million in a less than a month. But when we create jobs, those stress will come down from us as well too, and people will be working. And we got 80% of joint employment. So think about that. So I think it's worth to invest in your home, in your country. So, and I ask you too to have one of the houses being taken by you, because you're doing a great job for Liberians. And I know you had a you had a home there, but we asking all Liberians that can afford this, let them do it, and then I'll take our children at home. Let them see that what we've been doing in Africa.
Brother Gibson, I mean, we get a doctor, yeah. We get Dr. Tabla and Dr. Williams. If you guys can give me one, I will be happy. But I don't have this amount to purchase a home, you know. Dr. Williams he's a humanitarian. Maybe he will give me one. Who knows? But to say I can purchase one, okay. So I want to say to all of you now, what I'm hearing here, I'm going to bring in Mr. Roger Allen, who's going to add to this. He's coming on his own mission, but he's a Liberian, you know, based here in the United States. And we're going to hear from Representative Nathan. Representative, okay, let's put this together. And I know the team going to come back. But what's running through your mind right now with this big project?
Okay, well, thank you, CEO. Look, I understand where Reverend Tabla, thank you for this project, and where Dr. Williams and where Sylvia, you know, you guys' project. I see your project as a project for certain upscale Liberian population, right? But for us right now in Liberia, look, this is not affordable, right? I have a few questions that lay out to start to ask. But first of all, before I even get into that, the lowest that I saw on this on the fly was 205,000, then moving up to what 230, 270, 480, right? All of those numbers, right? As we're looking at it. So, and I heard, I think it was not Dr. Williams, I think it was a Reverend Dr. Tap that said, well, there were a few classes I think this is the top class. However, when you look at the economy in our country, one, two, you look at the unemployment rate in our country, right? Liberia right now, the masses are struggling. About 98, I would say 95% of the people basically doesn't have a job. And so as I'm looking at this number, the first thing my mind running on is, okay, are you targeting just senators, representatives, like ministers? Those are the only people you're targeting? Or you targeting like a Liberian from the diaspora? Even Liberian from the diaspora. I should look, you can even take a look at it and you buy a land for 5 or 10,000 and put another 100,000 on a bill and build a house in Liberia. Yeah, I still won't hit to your lowest 205. I know I know this is a business opportunity to develop certain aspect, and I'm not going to get down on you because it's a business opportunity. But however, you also got to take a look at the country that we're dealing with. The masses, our people are struggling every day. They don't have jobs, right? The unemployment rate is high. So for us to come here and when I first heard this, I said, okay, this is great. This is a great opportunity for the masses, for the poor people in Liberia, like low income housing, that probably you'll start extracting low income housing. Maybe if you start from that tier, low income housing, start to attract people that have like making minimum wage in Liberia, like, then now you start to go to this tab later. But the first step is with this, my perspective, my people in Liberia cannot afford this, the masses as a whole. So we're talking about 99% of the masses in Liberia. We cannot afford this property. I see this as a business opportunity for you guys. I understand from that perspective. But for the people of Liberia, for my people from Nema, people from Magidi, Grand Bassa, Lofa, even Maserati, all parts of the country, we won't be able to afford this thing. And we're looking for things that, and Liberians are willing to work to do that, but this is out of our league. Look at the economy in the country. I heard the doctor speaking about the dollar because so now I understood exactly where he was coming from because of the dollar that's in Liberia as compared to what in Nigeria, that currency and everything else, but it still doesn't help us. It still doesn't help the masses.
I want us
So
to,
if you want us to help us,
I
please.
I would like to say something.
Representative, thank you very much. 1 minute.
I have a question for the representative, please.
Yeah, I'm coming to you, Dr. Williams, because you have to answer his question and address what he said. But let's welcome Roger Allen on the show. Roger will come to you shortly. Thank you for joining us from Pennsylvania. Dr. Williams, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay. I don't know if the representative is listening to me or is out, because I'm not seeing him. So
no, he's on. He's on. He's listening. He's coming back.
Okay, very good. You're listening to me, right? Okay. I am very happy about his concerns, and as a representative, his mission and vision is for the well-being of his people, especially for those he's representing. So he's speaking the mind of those he's representing right now, but it's not that he's speaking his own mind as a representative, because I know he can afford it. That's one. Then he is very good at he's representing his people very well by speaking what is good and what is affordable for his people. The end users they are our primary concern, and when they're happy, we are happy. Like I said, this project is in phases. It is this type of feedback that our company loves so much, because when we get feedback from our off-takers and all that, these luxury houses might not be for everybody, but there are other categories of houses that are upcoming that can accommodate everybody, even the class that is looking for. I pray that we can get more land within where we are to expand what we want to do, so that it can accommodate other people in Bento. We are making that in our meeting, we are coming into Liberia with our partners, with some people, our lead consultants in the UX. All your concerns are going to also be reviewed. If you're in Monrovia, very lovely. We'll be glad to have meetings with you, just to design across what can be able to be suitable and fitable for your people, because everybody wants to live a good life. Good life should not be restricted to only those that have the big money. It should also be given opportunity for those that can afford what they can afford to have that level of their own good life, because there is always a levels of good life. So one of the questions I would like to ask the Honorable, before I ask him the question, I want you to understand that the houses are designed for a class of people, and we also have opportunity to accommodate other class of people. We have 200 housing. I told you we are doing 500. So we are working on this because I've got one or two feedback from Monrovia on this, because people are looking at it that you're building this house only for the big guys who has so much money. What about the middle class? What about the commoners, people who can afford to pay, say $70,000, $100,000, or $120,000? What about them? So that is coming up. I think by end of this month, stroke after our unveiling of this project, that's during the unveiling, I think something we are coming up with that with my team that will be able to accommodate in that price. But before I will go ahead, these questions will help us with my teams in Nigeria. I want to ask, what are you looking at? What are you thinking when you talk about affordable with the class of floor you're looking at? I would like to take note of that. What are you thinking when you talk affordable for Liberia?
So hold that question, Representative. You'll come back. Let me bring the others.
Another question for you. Another question for you. I should hold on.
Yeah, we'll hold a question. Once we get back to Representative Nathan, you are introducing this these days. We'll have to listen to the people that follow us every day from online by way of the phone. We have to listen to them. But before we do that, because so many people reacting to what they are hearing now, 250 homes, but nothing less than $200,000. That's a big gap. But hey, you're a businessman. They say you can take it or you can leave it. That's what we're hearing when listen to Reverend Dr. Tabla. I thought it was affordable homes, and that everybody can have. Something people are doing like bro for the 20,000, the 40,000, the 30,000, but this is high ends. Okay, let me bring in Roger. Roger, although you're here for another conversation, we have you, but you're Liberians, you know what's going on in the country. We got Dr. Williams and Dr. Tabla here with Gibson with this big project. What say you, Roger? Unmute yourself. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me. And I've been listening to the great doctor talk about this project. And there's a couple questions I have too before the representative goes. Is one thing I learned is when you're coming up and you have a product, okay, and you're figuring out where to put that product, you do a demographic study to figure out the socioeconomic makeup of the people there. And I understand you're a businessman, so you're thinking, okay, I have a certain niche or certain people that can afford these homes. But I'm afraid in Liberia, we're talking about a percentage that is so low that you're only talking about a specific subset of people. In other words, if we look at the economy, we have to look at the jobs there. We have to look at many different things and see, okay, can the people even sustain themselves? Is there a good job market for this product? So these homes, I'm not going to lie, it's beautiful. But even here in America, there's certain places that can't even afford these homes. And right now, the current state of the country, when we're looking at the Liberian dollar, when we're looking at the jobs that are available, which there's not many, when we're looking at the educational makeup of people, I'm afraid this is only for, I know the representative said 1%, but I think less than 1% of people there. Because I know here in Pennsylvania, a lot of people can't even afford those homes. So my question is, who specifically is your target market for these homes? Who are you catering to? Because every business has to have a target market. So who specifically are you catering to?
I would like to step in there, Mr. Witherspoon, and I think that's
go ahead, Reverend. Go ahead, please.
That's the crux of the matter. I believe if we understand the crux of the matter, it will alleviate all of these other concerns. The target group is the Liberian diaspora in the United States. All right, that is the target group. That is the target group we are starting with. Like Dr. Williams said, on phase 2 or phase 3, we'll be talking about, other homes. But once we get it clear, we are targeting Liberians in the United States who have lost so many thousands of dollars in an effort to build a decent home back in Liberia. Then it is clear. All right. So our target is the Liberian diaspora in the USA. 1. Number 2, Mr. Witherspoon and everybody else here, we all go to different places to shopping based upon our pocket. All right. I may go to the thrift store to find a coat suit. Others may go to K&G or go to Men's Warehouse because of the size of their pockets. All right. So once we are clear, the homes that are being built, they are specifically targeting the Liberian diaspora in the USA. Now, if somebody in Liberia wants to get that home and they can afford it, yes, but we are trying to meet a need. And I just give you an example. In the church that I am privileged to pastor, we have a couple of individuals who have lost thousands of dollars because they send the money back home to bill and the people squander the money. So we are trying to meet this need. And it's not just in Minnesota. We got people all across this country who will tell you the same thing. They took their retirement money, sent it back home for people to build the retirement home. And the people ate the money and they came back. In fact, I know of 2 cases where the people suffer stroke. They suffer heart attack when they realize that the money had been squandered. So your question, Mr. Allen, is right on the target. I mean, right on target. Who are you targeting? Liberian diaspora in the United States. This first project is targeting that group of people. Thank you.
So can I respond, Mr. Witherspoon?
No, can I say something to that point before the honorable respond, please?
Go ahead, Gibson. We'll get back to you, Rogers. 1 minute. Gibson, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that, the honorable asking a good question, but I'm wondering if they know how many Liberians in the diaspora are being hurt by relatives or by friends, or by someone being duping for 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 have lost. I don't know whether you guys concerned or you know about that. Now, that is not a question for you to answer, but I'm talking about putting up city that will bring smart to the first African country in Liberia. I mean, in Africa, Liberia. Our city, current city is occupied. What are you getting for it? And I'm just somebody concerned about job or unemployment. And this come with employment. We'll be employing people, 800 people. And we expect the government to not say, oh, and I think someone asked question, why Bangor? Because the language is available to Bangor, and Bangor had a history in Liberia. And I believe the Liberian can afford, those are in the diaspora, they can afford that home because they want to go back home. They need a decent area. They need a secure area. They need 24/7 current. They need 24/7 internet. I was speaking to somebody, because of the network, I wanted to go. I mean, the representative are aware of those things. We want to eradicate those kind of things in the city. That's above.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Zaka. Roger, before we bring in Brother Mr. Jeru, you saying something, Roger Allen?
Yeah. So because the Reverend Doctor did mention that, the African diaspora here, we have pockets of people in Minnesota, in Pennsylvania, and that will be your target audience. That's what you mentioned. My thing is, I want to paint a picture for people watching. Okay. The way this works is you have people in Liberia that come here, and let's be honest with ourselves, a lot of them aren't as educated as you would like them to be. They come to this country for better opportunity. When they come to a country like the United States, most of the jobs that are available that are really great jobs require them to have education. What that means is a lot of our people are stuck doing hard labor jobs. I'm talking about factories. I'm talking about working 50, 60 hours a week to take care of clients. And these homes back home become their secondary project or secondary home. They start to pour a lot of their resources, time, energy, and money into homes right here in the United States. So what that means is when you have a little money here, and this might sound familiar to a lot of you guys watching, when you have a little money here, when you have a little extra change here, then I'm going to purchase something or send money back home to build these houses. And that price or that money they're sending back home is significantly lower than their income here. So I just saw a house there for 400,000 plus. That's like a house here. That's a normal house. Thank you for pulling it up. $370,000 for me, for my secondary home. If I'm working a factory job, or for $480,000, my secondary home, I'm working a factory job, I'm taking care of clients. That's a lot of money for me to send back home. The African diaspora here, I mean, a lot of them are successful. Don't get me wrong. My parents are a testament to that. A lot of them are successful, but not many people can afford this as a secondary home back home. So, I mean, do you guys have any plans to try to lower this price, so it's just actually available or affordable for the diaspora here? Because even 408,000 here in America with a bachelor's degree, that's a lot of money in this economy.
Thank you, Rogers. Thank you very much. We'll go back to Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams, you got a lot of hates. I mean, it's coming your way right now because, you know, we are Liberians. We know what we go through, you know, in helping folks back home. But like Dr. Tabla said, this is about the 1% that would be here in America, you know, trying to purchase those homes. I hope your message is getting across, because you said for people in Liberia, Brother Zaka and Reverend Francis Tabla said no. For those in the diaspora, which is which?
Okay, thank you, Roger Allen. I thank you. I've been your informations. You're speaking like an off-taker and also an end user. So it's very your informations are very clear. These houses we are talking about 250 housing. 250 is not a big large house compared to the number of Liberians in the diaspora. And when you're talking about these homes, that is why there are premium and luxury homes. Like I said, there are phases to this project. For this phase one, it's targeted the Liberian Diaspora Smart City, and that's why it's called the Liberian Diaspora Smart City. You're very correct that there are so many people in America who is looking at it as a secondary home. But what is the main goal? What are we gearing up today? To bring back our brothers and our sisters who live in America to remember that there is a home and come back home. When you have something better in Africa, it will bring you back home. There are some comfort you get in Bento City. You when you come back, when you have your holidays, you come back to Monrovia, and that is going to bring a lot of people turning back home to Liberia, and it's going to boost a lot of economy, diaspora remittance to Liberia. It's not just for those who are buying the house. What about when you finish getting this house? When 250 people get this house, 250 families will be coming home every time, even those who have not come back home in the last 10, 15, 20 years. They'll be coming back home, and they'll be coming home talking good about their home in Liberia. And that's a total repatriation fund for Liberians. Nigeria, you can see Nigeria for example. If you Google the remittance, diaspora remittance back home to Nigeria, you talk about billions of dollars, about over $2 billion annually. So why is that happening? Because so many Nigerians we are victims of what the Liberians are facing in the US, like owning a house. You gave money to your brothers, you gave money to your family friends. At the end of the day, they don't have a house. You give them money, they squander the money. And some people, they have come back home, they only see a foundation. Somebody will snap a picture of a whole finished house and send to them. When they come back home, they got heartbroken. Now, what was the solution for Nigeria? Nigeria ventured into real estate. In Nigeria today, people feel very comfortable to buy a house in an estate, buy a property in an estate, buy a land in an estate, because you're buying a secured land. You're buying a land that you can say that you're comfortable and happy to be. If you come back home, many Nigerian diasporans own this type of houses back home. It's
Thank
not
you.
everybody can come in. It's not everybody. It's not everybody that still afford it. It's not everybody that still have the opportunity to afford it. But if you look at the percentage of Liberians in the US alone, I'm talking this project for the diaspora in Liberia, but Liberians in the US alone is almost 300,000, 200,000 people living in the US. And if you're bringing back just 250 people back home, it's just
Thank you
like
very
it's
much,
not.
Dr. Williams. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear from Gibson Jeru, and then we'll bring in the representative again. This is the first segment. We also brought in Roger Allen, as he will be moving to our next segment because he was scheduled to appear and discuss other issue. Gibson, talk to me. What are you hearing? Gibson Jeru.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Tabla. I went to school with one Tabla, Nipu Jr. I don't know if it's somebody that related to you, Brother Zaga and Dr. Oguchukwu Williams. I have, before I ask my question, Dr. Williams, is this company your own company or you are collaborating with another company from out elsewhere?
This company is not, I'm not the owner of the company. We have a lot of big people who are board members of the company. I'm just the CEO of the company. I'm like the coordinator of the company, like the manager of the company. There are many. We have a lot of financiers for our projects back home in Nigeria, and
Okay.
it took us a lot to convince them to start venturing into Liberia. So it's not just me. Yeah, if you go to website, see many of the directors on the website. Yeah,
I got a point. The question I want to ask, and I like to be very straightforward. Many Liberians are ambivalent about dealing with certain Africans based on record. Not all of them are in the crime business. Nigerians are some of them are scammers. Kenyans are scammers. Some Africans are scammers. Some Liberians are also scammers. So Liberians are very, very ambivalent about dealing with Nigerian and Kenyans. My question to you, what is the guarantee that if I put my 200,000 to it and this project, I cannot get a house, can I sue you? Are you worth the $200? 200,000? Are you worth 200,000 to pay my money back?
First of all, before I answer your question, I want to clarify something to you.
Correct.
We are all Africans, and we must not allow anybody to tell us that Africans are scammers alone. Americans are scammers. Indians are the highest scammers in the world right now. China's are scammers. In fact, America scams us much. So we don't go believing that when you see your fellow black man, he says he's a scammer or he's going to scam you. But the white has scammed you more than the black have ever done. Roger Allen will tell you more about that. He should know, he's a young man. He should tell you more about that. So first of all, I don't take that I don't want to talk about that scamming part more. First of all, I'm as a personality, I was the youngest presidential aspirant in Nigeria. Google my name, Dr. Oguchukwu Williams. I was the youngest presidential aspirant in the People's Democratic Party. I am an aspiring leader in Nigeria. I am an incoming president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I am building bridges across Africa and I'm building personal relationship across Africa. So I am not here to, I am not somebody to hide. So if you search me anywhere in the world, you get me. I travel all over the world. So what I'm trying to let you know, don't be one of those people who want to believe that Africans are scammers. Africans are not scammers because the white has scammed us more. So once we have that kind of belief, it stops us from getting the real people coming to develop. These are one of the findings I found out in Liberia. I've been in Liberia over the 1 year and we've done a lot of research. I have a brother that lived in Liberia for 20 years. I'm in law to Liberia. My brother married a Liberian and from Bassa. So why I'm saying this is because what has made Liberia where it is today is this type of belief. Liberia believe that everybody that comes to do development, comes to do everything in Liberia, sorry I'm saying this, believe that everybody is scammers. Even when the real ones come, you miss it because you believe there are scammers, maybe. And when you hear the word Nigeria, Nigeria is very comfortable. I am very comfortable in Nigeria. My business is doing very well in Nigeria. If we are coming to Liberia, we are trying to play a broader role. And we should see it as partnership, not seeing it as business. This is actually partnership. So when you talk about suing the company, you have every right to sue the company at the level. We have bilateral business. My company has done businesses with Indian companies. We have done MOUs. We have done things with bigger companies outside the country. And there are parts that you know that when you default, then you can be taken to court for everything. But it is also important that we also build confidence, because these properties are not, you're not paying it at once.
You can come in.
Okay, I have another question. Go ahead.
To that question, please.
Dr. Williams, I am not a stereotypical person. As a matter of fact, I have been scammed before by people. I'm not going to tell you where the person come from, but I've been scammed.
Everybody has been scammed. Everybody has been scammed.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say.
I've been scammed by Chinese company. I've been scammed by Chinese company on my supplies.
Thank you very much for noting that. We are talking about African doing business with African, so I cannot talk about American scamming African or Chinese scamming African, because the company you are talking about, the face of that company is a Nigerian, Dr. Williams, who is coming to promote the company to us. And so we are asking this question because we want to make sure our people are relaxed when they are dealing with you. What is the worth of this business? How many millions of dollars, United States dollars, is this business worth?
This business, this phase one is about 54.6 million US dollars. So, and
okay,
yeah.
Thank you very much. That's it.
Can I say something to the question, please?
Jason, go ahead.
All right. So thank you for that question. Okay. We had law firm. We had a bank that the Liberian in diaspora to pay the percentage based in Liberia. And then we have your own Liberian company called Synclaim that partnership with in-shelters. So it is not Nigerian company coming for Nigeria coming to Liberia. No, because of the partnership, that's why I'm on the stage for, and that's why Reverend Data is here for. And Reverend Data, Francis Tabla, he's a well-trusted man with good characters. Okay, we did our investigation before we calling our fellow Liberians to join us to have a beautiful city built in our country, Liberia. That will be laid out. I know that my brother was talking about two people, less education, less job. But despite of that, they work 2 or 3 jobs. They send their money home. They want to retire to go back home, and the people been duping them. I will not just sit.
But that's the same scary thing Jason was talking about. Then,
right. So,
let me say this. Jason,
trust your fellow Liberian.
Yeah, but let's get into the substance, brother Zaka, please. I beg you, because we got limited time. The rest of the time will be given to Roger Allen. $54.6 million, good project. Is all this money from your company, Dr. Williams? What is the government contribution in this project?
Right now, this is a private sector driven project. The government will give us, we are praying that, we are hoping, and we know that the current government in place, they are more friendly. Like when I started, I told you I was supposed to start this project in the last government, but it took us like 2 years to examine that government, and also took us another 8 months to examine this current government, and saw the willingness to allow investment to thrive. And so the investment is totally private sector driven, and that is why you see most of the facilities in the city is going to be provided by our company in that list city. All the infrastructure, the road, the water, we're going to access the public electricity from there's a hydropower close to the estate, so we're going to do that. So government is not putting in their finance to it. We are bringing in our finance, and I was in Liberia a few days ago to engage with some government officials and some banks on how to manage fund and bring in fund properly to make sure that things are done properly in a well done process. And so the finances, I was coming from my financial partners. We have financial partners not only in Nigeria, we also have financial partners in Europe. And again, so so we are hoping, we are banking, we are using the off-takers as a guarantee for our finance. So which is like.
So are you taking loans? I mean, what's going on? If you're using the off-takers as a guarantee, then we are getting into a confused territory.
No. Guarantee. I mean that we have financiers who are putting in their money for this project. We need to let them know that yes, the off-takers are willing to do this. We are not going to build a house. After building it, people are not going to take it. We must make sure that people are willing to take it and people are already subscribing. Right now, as I'm talking to you, people are subscribing to it. And as people are subscribing, it gives us more confidence in what we are doing. So the 250 units is not a big housing unit. So we know that definitely people will subscribe it all. It's a gradual process. It's not going to be immediately. People are going on as we proceed.
Is this 54.6 million cash in hand?
I can't disclose that here now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the government is not contributing financially. Be exact. What's the government contribution here?
Yeah, we are hoping and we are lobbying. We are going to also talk with the government as this project progress on the infrastructure in terms of making sure that the road from the University of Liberia.
You're starting a project, Dr. Williams, on hope, and you have not started a conversation yet. We have
no. The conversation is ongoing. In fact, I was with I've met with your vice president. I've met with vice president. I've met with the speaker. I met with a couple of government officials, which I may not start calling names, and to see the essence of this is to see how infrastructure can come there. Let it be how
Dr. William, is the land purchase? Is the over 100 acres of land that you guys have right now? You purchase it or you lease it?
Yes, we have purchased it.
Okay.
The civic led is done by civic led. That's the Liberian company. Yeah.
Representative Nathan, you want to finish up? We got to go. I mean, you guys here to tell the Liberian people, I know y'all will come back. A lot of people got questions. I want us to run to the phone line before we close this segment, and then we'll come back with Rogers on the second segment. Representative Nathan Beer, actually, the representative is from Rhode Island, Dr. Williams. He didn't introduce himself. He's
does he live in Liberia?
One more last question. I want to ask one more last question.
Liberia?
After Representative Nathan.
So thank you.
After Representative Nathan Gibson, let's bring in the representative.
All right. So thank you. Thank you, Dr. Williams. Alan touched on something. Alan asked a question, and Dr. Tabla answered that. So that kind of leads me into the area that the targeted population that they said this project is for, right? So your targeted population is the Liberians in the diaspora, according to Dr. Tabla, right? However, Liberians in the diaspora. So what percentage of Liberian in the diaspora you are targeting? Because look, people in the diaspora, as Alan rightfully said, people in the diaspora, because we are in the diaspora, that doesn't mean like we are wealthy, right? So we are fighting to make ends meet, to put food on our table for our family and everything else, right? And we're trying to get a little second home in our in Liberia. That is not going to break the bank. So we're looking at a house for like close to 500,480. So what percentage, right? What percentage of the Liberian diaspora you are targeted? That's one. And two, so if you pay the mortgage, I'm here in the diaspora. I'm struggling to pay my mortgage for 30 years already. So I'm going to turn around again and go and get into another loan in Liberia again, in my own homeland. So are we targeting like our loans, like how many years these people going to pay the 500,000? like 230, 270, or 370. So by the time you finish struggling in the diaspora and go back again to your homeland and still paying another mortgage system in there, you will basically be in the 80s or 90s by the time you're done between both society in which you find yourself. So if you're targeting your Liberian diaspora, I would like to know what population of the Liberian diaspora you're targeting, because we all here just here to make ends meet, to put food on our table for our family, and we try to pay our mortgage here. Then we'll go back to our homeland.
Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla, can you answer, because we lost Dr. Williams. Reverend, can you take that question, please?
Yes, thank you so much. It is going to be challenging to determine the percentage of the diaspora Liberians. I mean, it's just going to be a challenging, all right? We don't have the exact statistic of how many Liberians. People always estimate that we have about 500,000 Liberians in the United States, all right? I mean, that's just an estimate. And so it's going to be hard for us to say what percentage of Liberians will be able to take a home in a smart city. But except all of you on this platform, excluding our team, except all of you on this platform have not heard that Liberians have sent their money to Liberia to build their homes, and their money was misused or squandered. Unless I'm naive, but I'm sure all of you here have one time or another heard that story. All right. I don't want to call names because I haven't been given the permission to do so. It's unethical. But I have people who have come back to Minnesota. They went to Liberia well and came back with heart attack. They went to Liberia and came back with stroke, because after they took the retirement money and sent it to Liberia to either buy or build, that money was misused. Right now, as a church, we are in court for a land that we purchased. All right. Some Liberians purchase the land from here, and the people resell the land and resell the land and resell the land. They have to be spending a whole lot of money just to acquire this one land that they pay for. All right. So again, I revert to what Roger Allen said. Who is your target? Who is your target? Our target are those Liberians who have been victimized in the process of trying to acquire homes in Liberia or build. That's our target. And nobody on this platform can tell me, all right, within the Liberian diaspora, that we don't have Liberians that can afford some of those homes. If they want to, they can do it. All right. You're not paying this $200,000 on the spot. If you look at our document,
Dr. Francis, that mortgage note, is that what you said?
Listen. If you look at the payment plan, they have 10% down so that you can declare your intention. Yes, I want a home, and then they have payment plan in place. All right, and several things can be done with the home. If you purchase your home, you could live in there. You could use it as an Airbnb. You could rent it out. There are so many things you can do with your home to generate revenue for you while you are still in the diaspora. All right.
So are you saying I pay 10% down, $20,000, and I pay as you go every month, right? For example, 200,000 home, I gave you 20G. Can I engage the home now while you guys are talking about building? And how soon will this home be mine?
You will be shocked to know that some individuals have already engaged their homes.
That's what I'm asking. So I can do that now, right?
Of course you can. Even though you are advocating. Let the public hear this one. Let the public hear this one. Even though you are advocating, Liberians cannot afford. You will be surprised to know that some Liberians are so rich.
But Reverend,
why you don't want me to talk?
No, Reverend, let me talk to you, because if you want me to be Stanton now, then I can be Stanton. But when you came for us to have a conversation, you are selling a product. We have to ask you this question.
We appreciate the question.
Reverend, can you afford that home? Can you afford any one of those homes?
I can afford any one of those homes if I want to.
Correct. So
Yes.
if you ask me, I will tell you no, I cannot afford any one of those homes. I mean,
All right.
all fingers are not the same. So as much as we're going to ask questions concerning you, we should ask questions concerning those that can't afford the homes likewise, because that's what we are here for. So, you know, Reverend Tabla, how soon will this home be delivered unto me if I sign up right now with my 10%?
So if when you to start out with your 10%, and I wanted the public to hear something, but you keep, maybe you don't want me to. The point I was trying to
Go
make is
ahead.
this.
Go ahead. Talk to
Okay,
me.
all
Talk to
right.
me.
So the point I'm trying to make is right now, as we speak, we do have Liberians who are so excited that finally they can give the money to something and they will get a product. So some people have already engaged the home. They have paid the percentage down. All right. So when you to pay your percentage down, your home will be secure. Our financial team will work with you on the next payments. And if you were to secure your home in a year to a year and 6 months, thank God Dr. Williams is back on, you will be able to have your home delivered to you. Notwithstanding, you will proceed. There will be a memorandum of understanding. Everything is legal. We have one of the best law firms in the country that is working for us. So there will be legal documents to sign, and that you will pay your home. If you default, all right, then the legal process will take place. So yes, Mr. Stanton, were you to engage your home, I guarantee you in about a year to a year, 6 months, your home will be delivered to you.
If my home is not delivered to me, who should I ask in Liberia? Give some question.
You sue the company.
Which
You
company?
sue, In Shelter and Safe Clean. You sue us.
In Shelter. I will
And
sue
Safe
In
Clean.
Shelter and Safe Clean.
Yes, you sue us.
Is In Shelter in Liberia? They have the office in Liberia?
Yes, we do have our office in Liberia. We have the bank account in Liberia. We have our law firm in Liberia that represents us.
Okay, let me do this.
I want to ask a question.
One minute, I'm trying to put the office address here. Can you guys give us the office address? I'm trying to find it. Can somebody read it out? It'll be better. Maybe people want to check you out tomorrow. They want to go to your office and inquire. Which one is the address? I don't have it. Can you read out the address? Yes, Miss Sylvia. Can you go ahead? You got to unmute, Miss Sylvia. Can you unmute, please?
Thank you so much.
The office is in Bento. I think it's in Bento. We got a very
Hold
big.
on, Dr. William, 1 minute. Miss Sylvia was speaking, please. Miss Sylvia.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again for bringing me back on your show. I'm sorry that I was at the back for a while. I would like to say one thing. I'm reading the comments on the TV because I put the TV on and I'm watching the show from the TV as well. A lot of people are commenting. If at all, this is not a reality, this is not going to come to pass, or this is the fraud or scam thing, you will not take your hard-earned money, buy your own land for 100 acres of land, buy it, clear it. We have cleared almost 55% of the land. You will not take your own money and do all of those things and said in the end of it, you scam people. I just want to clear that notions of people that asking all these questions. It's reality. The land is there. The land is clear. It was bought. It's had all the documents. You can go to the court and you will find out that this land does not have no confusion, no anything that will bring hindrance to you.
Let me hold you right there. What I'm going to do, Miss Sylvia, let me put a video of the land on. You're going to go mute. You will be muted. Unmute yourself when you're playing because I want people to see what you're talking about. So let me put it on, but when you're muted, just unmute yourself and speak, okay?
So she hasn't unmuted herself yet, but this is the land being cleared.
Miss Sylvia, you gotta unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Yes, okay. That is the land. Thank you. That is the land that we are working tirelessly, hard, every night and day, making sure that this dream comes to fulfillment in Liberia. Now the Liberians will have something to come to, that the Liberian will have something, to boast of, that our country can be like Ghana, our country can be like Nigeria, our country can be like Dubai, So, I don't know why people will be making all those comments, even though it's their right to make whatever comments they want to make. But this is reality. It's not something that we are joking about. And it's not something that we are sitting at the background just to bring you guys to say, bring your money, we're gonna build your house. No. For the address is on Bento, by the school, vocational school in Bento. Right by that school is where I'm sorry that we don't have a permanent address like America, where you would say 3600 14th Street, 14th Avenue, it's not like that in Monrovia. But our office, you can go on there, you will see all of our numbers. Our local numbers are there. Our numbers are there. You can contact our local staff. They're going to show you exactly, or they would direct you exactly where
What's
the
the
office is.
phone number? Saying we don't have the office address. What's the phone number?
The phone numbers are right there. If you just put the flyer on again, you will see the phone
This
numbers.
one?
Yeah, those are numbers on the flyers.
Yeah, that numbers in the bottom part.
Yeah, the librarian numbers are there. The librarian numbers are there. You can call those numbers and ask where the office is. They're gonna take you right there, and the office is not in a hiding place. It's right on the road, before Bento, right on the road before
If you want
Bento.
to zoom in, just zoom in because it's not too clear. Take a picture of it, zoom in, and then
Yeah.
those of you that are asking questions, you can go ahead and call and check this out tomorrow. Now, is it okay if we send our reporters to Bento I mean, will you guys give us assets? Can we send them?
That would be great. Yes.
So let me answer that question. Yes, that's why we came on the show.
Are you in Liberia, Gibson?
No, person I am Winningboro, U.S.
Oh, so you're just 2 minutes from me.
Exactly, I've been telling you, but I can't.
I don't want to see you, man. I don't want to see you. That's the thing. I've been running from you.
That's okay, but let me that take joke back. Let's say something.
So let me ask my question, Brother Gibson, before
Jerry, you ask your question. Let allow Brother Gibson Zaka to finish, please.
Thank you. And Spoon, you are welcome to go. This is one of our primary reasons to come here, okay? And you are welcome to send your crew there tonight or tomorrow, anytime. And also during the groundbreaking, you are invited. We want to tell the whole world what librarians doing now. We put scan behind us. We are using AI technology right to our fingertips, to the honorable land. You want to find a Nigerian company in shelter, you can just stay waiting in your office right now and look up to them, what they have done. But I feel like Nigeria took part in the Liberia Civil War, and they want to take part in the development. Plus, we the Liberian, we want to, let us just take Liberia be our second home. No, do not take Liberia home to be your second home. It should be your primary home because it is your country you're born in before you travel.
So Jason, understand that you are still man. You're selling product. Yeah, you guys got to answer the hard question because people been duped before. People we are afraid. If I give you 20,000 right now and say I want my home in 1 year, 6 months, I may look around for Dr. Williams. I would never see him. I don't have the resources to go look for him. I will come to you, Savior. You say, but I didn't sign the paper. The Reverend will be preaching on the pulpit and say, God said you should forgive and forget. So where are we with this whole thing? There'll be no way. So let's just answer the hard question. Yakasi, can you come on the show and again for the sake of this conversation? Or you come on. I'm going to ask the CEO that we will schedule this week to go live from your spot, right? Let the guys go live. Give us for Yakasi. Again, can you just take this? Take the phone number.
Give me 30 seconds, man.
I will. Tell Madam Titi that you'll go there maybe tomorrow or Tuesday.
Let me point out something else.
Just 1 minute. And let me finish this real quick, my brother. Who are we asking for? Who's the contact now in Liberia?
You asked for Clinton Samuel. Go there, ask for. Yeah, the general manager of the Safe Clean Construction Company. His name is Clinton Samuel. His number is right there. When you call that number, he's going to tell you where the office is, and he's going to direct you to get to the office. And then one thing I would like you to do for us, please, on the 6th of August, we want for Spoon TV to be there live, to ready, like, put this, like the whole world see that this groundbreaking ceremony is not just going to be Liberians, it's not just going to be us, it's going to be for the whole wide world and Liberians everywhere in the world. So I want, and I'm inviting Spoon TV. We are inviting you guys to be there live. So if you guys can go there tomorrow, ask for Clinton Samuel. He is the general manager for that company, and he is there right now. He would take you on his site because the site is not too far away from the office.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sylvia. Let's give the last question. Gibson, Jerry coming with the last question.
No, she answered my question.
Okay.
It was, can I just ask one quick clarifying
question? Yes, Representative. Go ahead, sir.
I know the office where, I mean, this is a private project since the government is not implicating anything in that. So this is a private project to proceed with as a business development in Liberia. So kudos to that. It's a private project, no government money, which is good. But the office space that Spoon's going to go to in the next few days, the office is in Bantor, right? Am I correct?
Correct.
Is the land in Bantor or in Crusoeville?
It's in Bantor.
The land is also in Bantor, not in
Crusoeville? Yes, not in Crusoeville.
Okay.
And you know what? The land is in Bantor because Bantor, Crusoeville, Bentonville, they are all in there, but the land is actually in Bantor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Williams, Dr. Tabla. My brother Gibson, let me meet at the Walmart. I will get you $2.10 coffee, and maybe you will give me a discount on one of those property. Sylvia, it's always good to see you, Mama. It's good that you're on the show today. I want to say we appreciate each and every one of you. We'll go back down to my own Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla, who I know through Sister Glendy. Folks, it's not about, let me just close on this note. Listen, give it a try. Yeah. If you believe, if you think that you can afford it, fine. I just want to hear from the government. I want to hear from the government what do they know and what can they tell the Liberian people every day? Because there's a room for error here. And if something happens, who are we going to run to? Dr. Williams saying they bring in $54.6 million. They're not telling us where it's coming from. Big money. I'm not seeing anything more than $10,000. So if you go put your 20,000 in, if you go put your 20,000 in, you want some guarantee. Seriously. What are you in America, like Roger said, people doing who won't work a nursing home, security guy. So if you put that amount in, you want some guarantee. You want it to be explained even more better. So I'm gonna ask you guys, y'all come back again, and you know, after the groundbreaking, let's have more conversation on this. And maybe it's not only you guys, other people looking at doing other projects in the country as well. And these are all part of the development. Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla, take us home now. Bless us.
So again, I want to thank you and the entire Spoon TV network for giving us the privilege. I just want to say, as a Liberian, that I'm very excited for the opportunity to do something for our country. All right. What excites me is more than coming to Liberia to preach the gospel and to plant churches.
Reverend, I beg you, I have to interrupt you. We promise to take a few calls. The people are busy on me now. They want to call. I beg you, Reverend. Let's hold you right there. You will do it, and let's take some calls.
Right.
Yeah, that's the number, folks. You can call in. Your name and where you're joining us from.
Hey, how you doing? This is Pastor Bob, and I'm calling you from Powell, Monrovia.
Yes, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you. Investment. If I'm correct.
Yes, sir. You are live. Talk to us, please.
Yeah, thank you. Now, do that brand go because investors that want to invest millions of dollars, the Liberian government have to know about your organization. You have to deposit money in the bank for the government to trust you with that kind of a project, because a big project, 56.4 million for 6 million, that's a lot of money. So I want to know what the Liberian government is aware of your investment. If it is so, how much have you deposited in the Liberian government account?
They're going to take note of your question, and we're going to be that question will be answered shortly. Thank you, Pastor, for calling. On the line, 434938. Talk to us. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yes, thank you, Stanton. This is Josh, and I'm calling from South Carolina.
Georgie, talk to us.
Yeah, so Stanton, if you look at that, I just have a concern because if you look at $54 million, and the guy said they are planning to build 500 homes, if you divide that by 500, it's about like $109,000 per home. So if the Reverend really want to help Liberians in the diaspora, these people are not just picking money from the ground. They are working hard to earn this money. So if you want to help Liberians, why will you be charging 200,000 plus for a home that you spend like a little less than 109,000 to build?
Thank you very much. They will answer your concern. Thank you. Let me take the one on the 4206. Your name and where you joining us from? Uncle Pete, your name and where you joining us from? I just call your name. I don't call your name. Go ahead.
Uncle Pete, I'm calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, Uncle Pete, talk to us.
People, they made assist on us program tonight. They call Dr. Francis Tabla. You won't believe it. I could get $1 million to any project that is undertaking. If you see what I may have done here in Minnesota, you will not believe it. People, I see people already some trash there. He's a man that you can depend on. He's a Reverend that I can get $1 million to do any project in Liberia. Believe me, Santa, I am telling the Liberian people, that man is so honest. It's beyond comprehension. It's beyond imagination.
Uncle P, you're a deacon. Are you part of his church?
Yes.
Oh, so you're a deacon for his church. You're the deacon for his church, right?
Yes, I'm a deacon in his church.
I see.
Because it's something I have seen you stand up. It's something that you have done.
No, I know. I've heard good. I heard good about Dr. Tabla, man. I know what you're talking about. Uncle P, thank you very much, Uncle P. Thank you for calling.
No, let me just say something. I have built a house, a guest house in Liberia. I spent over $350,000. I could buy that guest house for Francis Tabla, and he said, "Give it to me. We'll do it this way. Every time this, I can do it." Today. That's the confidence I have in my man.
And thank you for the testimony. Thank you a lot. Let's take more calls. Yes. Thank you, Uncle Pete. Your name and where you joining us from?
My name is William Papu, calling from Massachusetts.
William, talk to us.
I just want to tell the guys over there trying to advertise whatsoever. I want to tell them thank you very much. We are all standing saying that we want a better stuff in Liberia. Look. Good things don't come easy. Good things don't come easy. And Stanton and your team, thank you for the hard question. And those that are coming in with this project, please let them play the devil advocate. Convince us that this is right. Please.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
For doing that for Liberia.
Thank you. Your name and where you joining us from? Yeah, hello? No, not you, my friend. Let's take the one on 4206. Your name and where you joining us from? Yeah, it's you, my friend. Okay, let me take.
Okay, this is thank you, Stanton. This is Reverend Floyd. I'm calling from Maryland, and I'm glad to see my good friend Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla. Thank you very much. I just wanted to ask a quick question. Who is the chief executive officer of this organization? Who is the leader? With the head.
I'm going to pause. There's a beautiful question. Let's ask Dr. Williams. Or let's ask the consultant, the Reverend Dr. Tabla, your friend. Who is the CEO, sir?
Yes, so this project is a collaboration between two companies. The first company is In Shelters, that is a Nigerian-based company. And the second company is Self-Claimed, that is a Liberian-based company. So the CEO for In Shelters is Dr. Ochukwu Williams, and the CEO for Self-Claimed is that young lady right there on the screen, Sister Sylvia Flom.
So Sylvia, the CEO?
Okay.
Wait. Sylvia, the CEO, they give me a time here? Okay. All right, thank you very much, Reverend Flan. Thank you for your call in. On the 9690 number, your name and where you joining us from?
Hello, my name is Danetta, and I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to us, please. Welcome.
Well, I am so grateful to hear the development that is about to undertake in Liberia. At first, I would say a huge congratulations to my uncle Tabla. He knows me as Choco, his little daughter. Like our brother just said, that is a man of honor. So growing up, I know what he can do and what he have done.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Your niece said, thank you very much, Dr. Tabla. We know all your family today. Even your deacon and deaconesses, we know them. Hello, your name and where you joining us from?
CEO, good afternoon. Let me say good afternoon for your studio guests. My name is Lucini El Trawali, and I join here from New Jersey.
Talk to me, Lucini.
Yes, CEO, let me appreciate the guests in studios for their level of cooperation and their intents to carry such a project to our people back home in Liberia. It's very important. But CEO, one thing that I want to make clear is that, you know, in project management, one thing that we should take into consideration is the location of the project. And that will have to do with the kind of the people that will access,
I'm gonna get to the point. You want to tell that you're project management expert now? Why you always giving me hard to my man? Get to the point.
Yeah, okay, thank you, CEO. Here's the point, right? So, the project that the people they are carrying on in Liberia is kind of cost intensive for our people.
Correct.
How many Liberia will afford to buy that kind of cost in Liberia? So, they said they got a project that they will bring that will be maybe that will suit certain class of our people in Liberia. I think they should start from that particular one, and you know, before coming to the fabulous price.
Thank you.
You know,
I mean, thank you very much. You're following the show. We discussed it and good concern. Thank you very much, guys. I gotta hang on. Yeah, I thought this thing was going to take a few calls. The 3 phone just going crazy. Let me show it to y'all. 3 phone going crazy. You see everything just coming on. I mean, people have some serious comment. I have 8 phone. If I said yeah, I'll put all 8 phone on and will not leave from here. So you guys just pay for 30 minutes. We have given you guys almost 2 hours. So y'all owe us. But now we're standing to the Tabla. I want to say thank you very much. We will bring you guys again, but please allow the guys to go out there in Bentor. Yakezi, please lead the team. And you guys can show us exactly what is happening in Bentor. And you have the phone number. If not, I will save your phone number to you. Yakezi, you speak to her directly. She can give you direction. I want to say my brother Gibson and myself will meet at the Wawa after this program and drink some coffee. Right down on Sunset Road, Gibson. You can meet me there. All right, Gibson Zaga. I want to say to you, Dr. Williams, thank you. Welcome again. Please come back, and we'll be so happy to have you. The Reverend Dr. Francis Tabla, please, I beg you, one thing I ask you for, Texas Glennie to go to the church. She shouldn't be watching you on TV all the time. All right? Y'all have a good evening, and we appreciate your time on the show tonight.
30 seconds. Can you give me 30 seconds?
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
make
you
a
so
30-second comment instead of my question. 30
Go
seconds,
ahead,
please.
Go ahead.
You know, first of all, let me say thank you again, guys, for your dream to help Liberians. One of the reasons why some of us are concerned about expensive quarters and less expensive quarters, Dr. Ogochukwu, you will realize that when the Nigerian government decided to use Abuja as a political capital, they decided that they should encourage people to build in Gwarimpa for middle income people. And you know what I'm talking about. I live in Nigeria, that's what I'm talking about. In Gwarimpa, the people that live there, the housing they build there are middle income.
State in West Africa.
Correct. And then after that, then the Nigerian government put a premium on people who want to live in Matema and Asokoro. So those people, thank you. So this is why I was asking, because some of these people who are hearing these things, they haven't traveled. Some of them don't know these things. And I live in Nigeria, I live in Ghana, I traveled to 33 countries in West Africa. So I have traveled a lot in South Africa and stuff. So when you come like this, if you divide your project into two, 1/4 for people who got, and I think I can buy the $200,000 one. I'm able to buy that one. But there are my other brother, it cannot make it. So you can do something for 35,000, 50,000. They can also have the same plate, and there can be a line there, maybe a car road dividing.
Thank you, Brother Gibson. We got to go. We are running into Roger Allen time. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Brother Gibson. We're gonna have them again after the groundbreaking. But let's explore Network Gibson. You have a radio station too. Let's coordinate. Send your guys also there for us to go live.
Absolutely.
Right?
I will.
Talk to me after the show. We'll get in contact with Dr. Tabla and we'll make all the necessary arrangement. Well, where are you in Minnesota?
Please, the host, please let everybody feel free to contact us for your ideas and suggestions. Especially from the representative, we'll be glad to be speaking with you. From Mr. Gibson, your new idea is perfect. We are going to work on it, and I want to assure you that we want to make something that can accommodate everybody, not only the elite, but also give opportunity for others to have access. So we'll also look towards it and work towards it, and I will give you a surprise in no distance, and I'll show you what we have for them. So it can also be in the same estate. So don't worry about it. We'll work on it. I'm happy and I'm glad of the response and also your concerns, which are very realistic. They are realistic concerns. So it's something that we don't play with. We are very happy about it. So the representative, please, we'll get in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Oguchukwu Williams. Thank you very much, Reverend Tabla. Thank you very much, Sylvia Flomo and Gibson Zaga. It's always good having you guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great job.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We are here with the representative Nathan Bia, Gibson Jeru. Welcome to the show. It's all yours now, Roger Allen. Thank you for also contributing on this segment. We really do appreciate. But who are you, Roger? Folks asking, who are you? What are you doing here?
Thank you so much. So my name is Roger Allen. I am only 23 years old, and I'm actually running for school board in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And if you allow me, first I want to say Happy Independence Day to our people, because like you and James were talking about earlier, I agree with James. I do agree with James that this year it seems
Don't mess this thing up. Don't agree with James. Don't agree with James, please. Go ahead.
But I want to say that as we celebrate our independence, we should never lose sight of where we're going and never forget what our people went through to get to this point. On a coast called Pepper Coast, way back then.
Are you using laptop?
Yes, I am.
Okay, your voice is hollow. So I'm sorry you are already on air, but I can just do it quick. Go to control panel, go to sound, click on sound, go to level, and then click on level and carry the volume up, and you'll be loud. If you can do that. Control panel, sound, then you go to level.
Could you hear me, Stan?
The microphone you are using.
Very clear, but you know you get hearing air in your ear, but leave it alone. Roger, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
You get hearing air in his ear.
Okay. Maybe I take on this thing. Go ahead.
Yes. So you guys can hear me clearly.
You're good.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So what I was saying is, on this Independence Day, we should not forget where we came from, on a coast called Pepper Coast. A ship showed up way back then. And as that ship showed up, it didn't come to bring us gifts. That ship didn't come to say hello. That ship came to grab some of us from our homeland and bring us to the United States in order to be slaves, to do labor for other people. But that's not where the story ends, Representative Nathan Bia. The story ends in a beautiful way as a band of those slaves, Stanton, decided to come together and go back to the place we call home, Liberia. And now 178 years later, we can say it is our Independence Day. So it is a beautiful thing. I think our people should remember where we came from and always keep sight of where we're going. My name is Roger. I am running for school board, as I was saying, before Gibson decided to disrupt me. As I was saying, I'm running for school board in Bensalem. PA. And some of the reasons I'm running is because I truly believe that the problems we have are due to people not knowing. People aren't educated. If we had more educated people, okay, we will be able to bridge the gap and fix these solutions. Right now, where I'm from, our education system is better than most, but it's right now we have the lowest math grades, one of the lowest math grades in Pennsylvania. So I decided to step up and I decided to do something about it. I could be one of those people that sit on my couch all day and complain and say, oh, that people should do this, that people should do this, people should do this. But I decided that instead of complaining, let me get into the fight the good fight, and somehow contribute to the solution. So I got my degree from Temple University, Fox School of Business. And then I went on to work for various places. I worked in real estate. I've also taught in the classroom for about a year or two. And also my family owns a home care firm. It's actually one of the offices I'm in right now, but we do home care. So I do believe that we can reach a place in history where a lot of kids are educated. And when most people are educated, we will start to see that the solutions to our problems will quickly start to be solved. So as opposed to the homeland, I know we're going to get into a good talk, Stanton, but there's a lot I have to say about the education system in Liberia, how we can contribute to it, and what we can do to create tangible solutions. So thank you for having me on.
Thank you very much. Well, Roger, like I said, this is your intro. I really want you to sell yourself out there, let people get to know you. But I'm so happy that we have Representative Nathan Villa here. That's exactly his area. You know, everybody have that area. There's a reason why I back him to join us tonight, because he came from that line of, school board, council. Now he's representative in Rhode Island. So we'll give you the first shot, Representative Nathan. That's Roger. He's a Liberian, by the way, and he decided not to talk too much, but that's okay. We'll leave it like that. He's a Liberian, and he's trying to. Where is the area? Ben Selling, right?
Yes, Ben Salem, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So hey, congratulations, those five, Roger, for taking a big step.
Thank you.
All right, and as I listen to you, I see that passion, I see that fire in you, in regards of the education system in Ben Salem, right? So which is great. And I heard you saying about the math schools, the math test school is low within Ben Salem as compared to throughout the nation. That's that's one of the things since post-COVID. There's a lot of struggle within the math and ELA schools, throughout the country. But that's what most school districts are dealing with now. And attendance, chronic absenteeism. I know Ben Salem has the same thing also. But with the fire, with the passion within you, I think you should go in for this. Hope you win the seat, and when you get in there, try to work along with everyone, because changing the entire education system within Ben Salem is going to be a team effort. It's the same thing transition within our in Liberia, changing our entire system in Liberia. That can be done, but that can be done with people that have passion for the future of our land. All right, because our youth are the future of Liberia. But again, pivoting back to you, Roger, I'd say that if you need help, let me know. I'll be there by your side to make sure that make sure that you accomplish your goal. And to all Liberians that are in the diaspora, whatever your aspiration is in moving forward into the politics school board, we have to stay within to change the system. If we want to change our country, Liberia, we have to be within Liberia to change our country, Liberia. Talk about our issues, right? We can always sit back and complain, not be part of the solution. I like that, Roger, that you said you could be sitting in your couch and complaining, but you chose not to take that route. You chose to take the route I'm going to be part of the solution instead of part of complaining and doing nothing. I like that in regard to you, Roger. So please reach out to me when it comes to the line of education. I've been in education for the last 25 years. That's my passion, right? So I've been I started as a substitute teacher, right? I became a regular teacher. I taught chemistry. I taught math, right? In high school, one of the elite high school, where a prep high school in Rhode Island, and I became assistant principal, transformation principal, one of the individual that transforms schools and school districts within the state. So we're reach out and we we'll work together to make sure that you accomplish your goal, and change it, because I know a lot of Liberians also live in Bensalem also. They go to the public school, so that's also elevating Liberians that are in Bensalem also, and the rest of the citizens. Again, keep up the good work, Roger. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. And I do want to touch on that. As you said, there's about, as it stands today, or actually the last census, there's over 7,000 Liberians in Bucks County. And the reason I decided to run too is when you look at the political makeup, or when you look at our leadership, you have to ask yourself, does the leadership in this place where these people are reflect the actual people that you're governing? And of the 7,000 in Bucks County, we don't have any Liberians in power. So it's an issue. I do have a couple questions, if you allow me, Stanton, since we have the representative here. I see that you're on, I think it was the Committee for Technology and
I got a
Innovation.
question for you. I don't know how you, as a representative, question if I got a question for you.
That's great too.
I don't get it.
Gibson, you will come in. Let me just.
Well, I mean, we can do the pleasantry later on. The representative can help you to mentor you later on. But I got some questions because I already see you. Your last comment you made is troubling to me.
Okay, Gibson,
I want you to tell us.
Gibson,
I want you to tell us.
Gibson, I beg you. He's the guest. We'll get to you, please. Let's just give him the time.
Well, I said, guess the question. Why would the guest ask a question?
Allow him to finish, Gibson. We
okay, no problem. Go ahead.
Thank you, brother Gibson. Roger, go ahead. You have questions.
Why are you so protective today?
Thank you.
No, it's not about me being
I hope
protective.
can I take you for some kind of lunch? Okay, go ahead.
The only place you would take me now, Wawa. I mean, just $6. I'm good.
Go ahead, Roger.
Gibson, I can't wait for your question. I know it's a good one, but I see the representative is on the Committee for Technology and Innovation. But as we look at the education system, especially, so I have two questions. I have one for Liberia and one for here in America, because you're a rep in Rhode Island. As we look at the education system, one thing I think is a big problem today, the reason why we're struggling with math and many other things in Bensalem, and I'm sure you are in Rhode Island and all over the country, it's an issue, is because, and you can talk about this because of your committee assignments, it's because I think we rely too much on technology. And back then, it used to be you take a paper, okay, you do math equations with pen and paper, or you put chalk to the board. And studies have shown that when you do those things, more information sticks in kids' heads. But unfortunately, we have gone the route of relying on technology and different things. And because of that, the attention span of kids have just gone like this, like this, like this. So do you think that a part of our curriculum across the board in the United States needs to be paper and pen? And I have a question for Liberia in a little bit, but do you think that we need to go back to some of the old school methods that we have shied away from?
Definitely, Roger. Thank you for that question. That's a great question. Now, let's get to the fundamental aspect of that, right? Technology, the technology part of like about we're enhancing education, which is the trend, which is the quote unquote, which is the thing nowadays in education, right? We're talking about AI. That's part of like when I'm on the technology committee. This is what we discussed about. We started to discuss about AI about like 10 years ago in regards to where it is now, because we knew that was coming, right? But when it comes to the line of education in classroom as compared to technology, definitely there are places or there are times in the classroom that deserve technology. Yes, we all agree. But also there are times that definitely you have to go back to the old school. You got to go by the pencil, and do some fundamental aspect of that. When you build those skills in you, then you can add on, because the technology is an extra resources to you, right? But once you build those skills, then you can bring out the technology. So, for example, I'm transforming a school right now as we speak. So, and this technology piece, Roger, that you're talking about, it became very like a high post-COVID, right? But now we have to work. So the teachers within the curriculum, within the math curriculum and in ELA curriculum and the science, like social studies curriculum, have like sat with a group of principals and superintendents around and we have discussed, we came up with a conclusion stating that, look, let us go back to some fundamental aspect. Yes, definitely we need some technology in the classroom. However, the technology should be supporting to students' resources. But we need to go back to where let the students, because there are certain basic stuff, and we know there are some assessment also. We talk about SAT, ACT, we talk about where all of these high stake tests, there are some of them that needs technology, and some of them you only need a pen and paper. That's what you deal with. So there's a balance, exactly. So there's a balance. So within your school district, Ben Sillen should be able to figure out the balance of where do we come, right? But fundamentally, we all agree, educator throughout the nation have agreed, definitely. You retain more when you hold something in your hand as pen or pencil and you keep writing. Research are proving that you retain more information once you do that. It becomes repetitive. So definitely, I do agree. You have to go back to the fundamentals of it. Technology is an extra resource to support where you have learned.
So thank you. Rogers, I know you will come back. Let's leave the librarian portion out of this. I will back you. Let's stick to talk about you and your chances. Before we do that, let's go to Brother Gibson. Gibson, Jerry.
Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Stanton, you're a smart guy. Thank you. But I will still ask my question. Look, Brother Allen, it looks like the whole panel here today, they are all education people. My first job in America is to teach at middle school and high school. I taught math from 2009, December 2nd to September 14, 2014. And I left the job because I had a promotion at my other job as a manager. So I couldn't go teach anymore. So I know when you say school, I know what you mean. Before I come to Liberia, I taught at the Ocean View Christian Academy High School. I taught English and math at the school. So I'm a whole school person. I'm just telling you, I don't hate the fact that you want to go. But I want you to tell me the specific thing in your community that drove you to want to be part of the board.
That's an amazing question, and there's a lot of different things that have driven me to be a part of the board. As we spoke of first, education is the bridge, and education is what actually allows solutions to be made. But another reason is let's look at, and this is a controversial topic all across the United States, and I'll say plainly like this: we need more younger people staying in government. We need more younger people in government. As you've seen on the presidential ticket, Joe Biden was kicked out because he was supposedly too old. Donald Trump is also 79 years old. We need more younger people in government. And what does that look like? It looks like people like me stepping up. Well, first of all, seeing the need, stepping up because you feel so passionately about a solution to a need. And then what do? You get out there. It wasn't easy. There's a lot of things that I'm still learning. There's a lot of things that I have learned. But we need more younger people in government, and it's a real issue. And I think a lot of people have to start thinking about legacy, but also investing in the next generation. Because until we can think about investing in the future, the people that will be here when the people that are there now are long and gone, that's until we start to come up with real solutions. Right now in our country, we see that a lot is going on with helping people that are there now, even older people. And I don't want to get into too many specifics, but we see crazy tax cuts. We see cutting insurances. I did get into specifics, but I didn't want to. And the problem with that is when you start to do those things, you're neglecting the next generation. Some of those people only have 10, 15 years to live, 10, 15 years on this earth. What about the next generation who's going to inherit a lot of this? They're not thinking about legacy. They're not thinking about tomorrow. They're not thinking about next month, about next year, about 10 years from now. So we have to start to invest in the next generation. And I decided that someone has to do it. Someone has to get up and advocate for my generation and start to think about how we can invest in the future. So that's another reason I decided to run.
Okay, so let me do it like this. Let's turn the thing up a little bit.
Okay.
You know, Rogers, if I were attending your rally, I would be gone. You are not electable. Let me tell you why. if you want to go on the school board, we're not talking about governance, general governance issue. You want to go on the school board, there must be stuff that you have realized in your community among your students that you want to represent their interest. Let me give you an example. People who are in ELS or ELL or ELS, so it depends on where you come from. ELL, people who are high need children or special need children, or Africans who are delay learners or development or education developmental people. So if you are going on this board, because it is underrepresented, and are the things that you want them to happen to the community in which you come from, for these people to have a voice, is why you are going there. I'll tell the people to vote for you tomorrow. But if you tell me that you want to represent it because you want to be a young man to go in government, I'll tell you wait until we go for city council. Then you go in government, or you want to be a representative. But school is a technical area. Only technician go into school aspect.
Yes.
But what you just said is just general politics. So tell me, Brother Roger, let me ask the question one more time.
Ask it again. There we go.
Why is it? What really motivated you? What did you see that you think you can make a difference at the school board?
Okay, so I can talk specifics. Let's talk specifics. So Gibson, let me tell you, when people run for office, and the representative can tell you this too, there's not one reason people get up and decide to run for office. There's sometimes many things that compel people to run for office. So I was just giving you one reason. I gave you one before, low math scores. But if you want to talk specific to Bensalem, we can turn up the heat. Let's do it.
Turn up the heat, buddy. Turn up the heat.
So specifically in Bensalem, and this is something that I have Bensalem people watching right now. This is something that is very dear to all of our hearts. One of the biggest reasons that compelled me to get up and run were to be a voice for the neglected middle schoolers that literally would be neglected simply because right now in Bensalem, Republicans are proposing a mega middle school to be built. Now, what does that do, Gibson? Let me answer this question for you more specifically. A mega middle school, first of all, we are proposing to tear down 2 of our schools right now instead of repair them, and tear down one of our schools, which is called Benjamin Rush. And what that will do is most of those students, the reason it's feasible for them, most of the students that go to Rush, first of all, it's walking distance. So it's easier for their parents to get them to school. Another thing is a lot of those students at Rush are special needs students. Okay, so what that means is when we tear down the schools we have now and build a $200 million mega middle school, we are neglecting our special needs kids. That's number one. Let me start off with that. Special needs kids, we need to invest dollars into their education, into them learning, into them being in good learning environments. For example, right now in 2 of our middle schools, we have special needs kids learning in the hallways. That's a problem. With all the money we have, that's a problem. Number 2, a mega middle school, we will have 1,600 middle schoolers within one building, but we have not addressed our teacher problem. We have not addressed our problem to actually control these kids. 1,600 kids in one building, middle schoolers. We need to invest in teachers. We need to invest in actually tangible solutions to help them. Okay. For example, right now, sometimes one teacher has up to 35 to 40 students. Okay. I have taught in the classroom. I started off just like Nathan. I'm a substitute teacher. And he has taught in the classroom. And you, Gibson, has taught in the classroom as well. We know that it's hard to control 35 students that come from all over the world. We have students from India, from China, from Japan, from Africa. Who's going to be the voice for them? Right now, no one is advocating for those people. So those are some of the reasons I decided to get up and run, to be the voice for the people that no one is worrying about when they want to build a mega middle school to look good, to feel good, to compete with all these other districts when we're still paying for our high school. So that's one of the reasons I decided to step up.
Gibson, you got to unmute.
You have to unmute. Yeah, you're on mute.
Let me ask my last question.
Okay.
Stanton you got a magic hand I can mute people, so now when I mute it,
we're getting a bad feedback. So when you're not speaking, I mute you. You're right.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's the AC. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's the AC. Look, I'm going to ask this question. I believe one of them. I don't believe one of them. Where do you stand on these 2 issues? The government sponsor middle schools in the communities, in the trenches, or you believe in school choice? What do you believe in?
So when you're talking about, just so I can, when you're talking about government-sponsored middle schools, are you talking about
governments? I think Brother Nathan, I know what I'm talking about. That you now get different language that is language.
Roger,
yes,
Roger, he's speaking about local control.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, the
so do you want a school choice or
and charter school? He's talking about like public and charter.
Yeah, I know now. We call it something differently here. So that's why, thank you for clarifying. So the problem is, and I'll just be very transparent and very straightforward. I will hit on an issue that's near and dear, as opposed to your questions, to Bensalem. Right now, we have a charter school here. Okay, and that gives you a choice if you want to be in the public school system. There's a private school here, and there's a charter school. Okay, but now I'm getting into your question. The problem with that is they don't have a separate funding system, which means that the charter school, which is within Bensalem Township, is pulling away funds from the general township. I don't agree with that, and it's a very hot take here. The reason I don't agree with that is because our public schools, first of all, are great, and we have much resources, but those dollars could be used elsewhere for many other things. And that's a very controversial take. But the truth is, I don't think the charter schools should be pulling funding from, and this is the reason too. And let me give you this, because charter schools are allowed to take students from here. So now we have Bensalem School District funding a charter school that also has kids from Philadelphia. So now we have Bensalem tax dollars going to kids in Philadelphia. Now we have Bensalem tax dollars.
Are they funding 100%?
Yeah, charter school are public.
Yes, charter schools are publicly funded. Yes.
Wow.
So is now we have
certain percentage of the state budget goes to charter school.
Yep.
However, in regards to what Roger's trying to point out is like, so charter school have to put, I don't know how much it's in Bensalem per pupil cost. I don't know how much that dollar amount is, right? But whatever that dollar amount is so if the students is saying that we're Bensalem and they leave to go to that charter school, that money follows the student. However, right? However, if that child returns back to Bensalem public school, the money doesn't return to Bensalem public school.
No, it doesn't.
The money stays in that child school. That is the problem we're having between the public and the charter. But there's a whole deeper conversation for another day. But Roger continued. I just want to clarify.
So, Roger, we got to end this. Again, like I said, you will come back on the show. This is just your intro. It's very important for you to, I want you to speak to those 7,000 plus Liberians in your community. Tell us how you won the primary first. I mean, on which ticket? I want to say CDC or UP, but no, we're in America. This
I think it's a matter of party. I think it's a matter of individuality.
I'm saying to you, which ticket? Did you go in as an independent or you're on a Republican or Democrat? Which one?
So I'm running as a Democrat. I'm running as one of 4 Democrats. We have 4 seats up. Currently, the makeup, I just want to give you a quick overview if I may, Stanton. Currently, our school board is 9 people. And right now, for the first time in history, we're 1 seat away from taking majority. We have 4 Democrats and 5 Republicans on the board. For the first time in history, if one of us win, which I'm telling you right now, I will win. When I win, then for the first time in history, we will take control of the board. So I'm running as a Democrat.
Okay, you won the primary, right?
Yep, I won the primary. I won the nomination. There's a whole process, nomination from the local party. Then I won the primary. So now the general election is on November 4th.
Yeah, so Bensalem is a Democrat area, right? I mean,
so Bensalem on paper is Democratic right now, and Nathan knows this. We're having an issue all over the country where we have more registered Democrats, but they don't come out and vote. That's why mail-in ballots help us out a lot. On paper, it should be Democrat, but a Democrat has never held a majority there. We've never had a Democratic mayor, never had a Democratic state rep, never had a Democratic state senator, never had a Democratic school board, never had a Democratic council. So on paper, we have more registered Democrats, but a lot of them vote for Republicans here, or they don't come out and vote. So Republicans have controlled this town since forever. Our mayor has been.
What are your plans right now to
That's
get
a very
Liberians?
good thing. That's a
What
very
are your
good thing.
plans? What are your plans right now to get Liberians out there, those who eligible to vote, to get them out there to support you? What are you doing?
So one of the biggest things I'm doing is my mom always says you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, which means you open your ears and shut your mouth. So what I have been doing for the last couple of years actually is going within our community and listening to how I can help them. I literally go there and say, hey, you talk to me. I'm not the center of this conversation. I'm just representing you. You talk to me. What can I do to help you? And they have expressed to me many different things, but I have been clearing my schedule to show up to everything, knocking their doors, showing up to the events, to listen to their concerns so I can be the best representative I can when I go on the school board.
Were you at the IE and Barrow game? Which one?
I'm sorry, I can't. Can you repeat?
Were you at the IE and Barrow game? Did you attend the 26 program?
So this weekend, I was actually asked to come to, we have this organization, the ULAB, United Liberian Association.
Yes, ULAB, yeah.
So I was actually at the ULAB events. I was helping them with that, and I also spoke at that event. So I was at ULAB events.
What was the program in your area? Which one of the Liberian program that took place this 26?
Oh, I tell you, our people can celebrate. They can really so first we had a ball. We had a ball on Friday. We had a beautiful ball, which we set up a nice ball for our community to come, and we had a lot of cultural dances there. Okay, and then on Sunday we rented out a whole gym, and this is some amazing stuff that's going on in our community. So if you're listening now, Ben Salem is a new hot topic. We have a lot of great things going on. We rented out a whole gym, and we did a lot of cultural displays, a lot of cultural dances. We had food. We had my favorite suya and a lot of different things. So I attended a couple different events this weekend.
So you are engaging the folks?
Absolutely. I have been for quite some time, yes. Okay.
All right, listen, you're always welcome to come on phone. Again, whoever supporting you out there, whether it's the ULA, whatever the Trenton group, because some of them cross over into Bethesda or Bristol, and some of them cross over into the larger part of Pennsylvania. And are you engaging those folks?
Yeah, so we actually have quite a few people from Trenton or that live in Trenton, and quite a few Liberians. They're a part of the ULAB as well. So we have a couple people a part of our community, our organization that I do talk to and hear their concerns as well. Now, obviously, I'm running for the Ben Salem School Board.
Correct.
That's the only thing I can control.
But they got family and friends that can support you, you know, yes. Because this is a small community. So listen, I want to say you're always welcome here on Spoon. And I don't know who asked me to invite you. We're going to leave it like that. I don't need to say, but you're always welcome, man. My regards to your mom and the entire family, and we wish you well. Come back again whenever you can.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Representative Dia and Gibson as well. And thank you, Stanton.
Well, I did my best to keep you away from Liberian politics. I really don't want you to get involved. Not today.
Take care, Roger, and good luck.
Thank you. You see Gibson try.
He tried.
He tried. Thank you so much. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You're welcome. Anytime. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
Man.
That's Gibson now. That's Gibson. You can never listen. Gibson on the show, when I'm going right, he gotta go left. When I'm going left, he will go right. I don't know why he does that, but listen, a very, very smart young man, to tell you the truth. He can be my son because I have a 25-year-old daughter and he's 23. Very smart young man, I must tell you, Representative. I think you were, I will give you his contact, try to talk to him. It's like you're walking straight into your style of life, straight into it, and, you know, and we're seeing the bright future for him. You know, he loves discussing Liberian politics. I don't think it's necessary at this time because he's trying to get the support of all Liberians, you know, for the election. So we wish him well. We wish him well. I'm very, very impressed, and, you know, and you see, well, I try to keep it easy because I wish you were. You see, you muted when I hear you.
I can see that. Look, the gentleman is smart. I just want to make sure that his messages, because the people that are going to vote for him, they are not all Liberians. There are some white people there that he need to quote.
Yeah.
So before you code their votes, you have to tell them something that makes sense. You have to tell them something that they can ascribe to. And so that's why our asking some specifics. Because those
I'm
are
gonna bring
issues.
him. Yeah. I'm gonna bring him back. He will give his information, his website, his email, everything he got to give. People need to contact his office, and people are saying they really want to promote him. They want to join his team, and that would be better. I'm sorry that we couldn't get it and he left. Roger, if you hear me, come back and give us your contact information that is needed. Folks are asking for it, and I forgot. Representative, talk to
so
us.
which is good. And Stanton, you give the info. I will contact the young man and I'll kind of help him along, and give him some pointers because the school board, despite I was laughing at Jerome, but there's a certain issue because as I listen to him and understand where the demographic within Ben Salem right now, as he's saying, it's Republican, but it's Democrat, but it's all Republican bending leadership. That tells me automatically that those are conservative Democrats, right? Automatically, that tells me. So that tells me another thing again. They are people right there. So now you got to start looking at some issues, right? So, censorship on education, censorship on what you read. You're talking about the MLS students. You're talking about IEP, student with disability. So one thing that across, it doesn't matter who you are, whether or not you're Republican, you're Democrat. You want to have best a good school for your child or your grandkids to go to. That's one aspect of it automatically, right? So then, if your kids have disability, it doesn't matter if disability across or race. So that's another issue with IEP. So those are certain boss issue that he should touch upon and not touch upon mostly on the labor issue of the Democrats. So for him to get those those Republican on his side to get a winning side. But
thank you very much, Representative. Sorry, we needed your information. Folks are asking how they can get in contact with you.
Yes, absolutely. So social media is the best way, but I will give you guys my personal number. Feel free to call me, text me anytime. It is 267-466-7086, 267-466-7086. Also, all my social media has the same username. It's Roger, RODG, 4 FOR Bensalem, BENSALEM. So you can contact me by social media, by phone number. I promise I will get back to you.
Again, sorry, you introduce yourself, but folks asking about your family origin. Who's your father, your mother? You care to tell us?
Absolutely. So my name is Roger Allen. I'm a crewman. My crew name is Reset. So I'm a crewman. My mother, as you'll know, her maiden name is Okran. Her name is Janice Adra. And we're crew people, so we're from Africa. You told me not to try to mention Santa. Who invited me on this?
No, that's okay. But who's your dad, though? Now, who's your dad?
So my dad he's from Sudan. His name is Lual, Lual. He's from Sudan, the region of Sudan. At birth, my father, his name was John Allen, Dayu Allen.
Dayu Allen. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, can you just go over your number, please, and your contact? Let's do this because next time, send me your card. Let me just put it on our page, spawn pages out there on Facebook. Folks want to reach out to you that they can. So if you have your campaign, flyer, send it to us, and then we're going to share it in our community business Facebook community pages. Okay.
Absolutely. So 267-466-7086. And it's Roger for Bensalem. That's all of my social media as well as my email, rogerforbensalem@gmail.com. You can reach out to me anytime. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Have a good night. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so there we have it. Representative, listen, tomorrow will be fire. We heard that President said the country is hot from the July 26th address, and he asked Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president, to set a committee to look into why everything going up. We were saying this from the beginning that the country is high. During PSA, people are taking buses, moving into Raleigh and Douala, but now the president It's acknowledging that the country is high, why everything is going up. We'll be discussing that more. We're also going to be discussing about the recent announcement made by Amos 12. We got more information on this, but the country bringing in her own, consignment this week. Amos 12 will be appearing on the show on Tuesday, that we can talk to him and ask him about this. I think it's great, but other people have their own reservation. So again, we will look into it. Also, we'll be bringing Musa Hassanbility, his big allegation on Prince Moi, Emmanuel Nukwe, and he's going after Joseph Yaman Barker, that they're taking everything away from him because he's our opposition. Those are grave allegations, and we will be discussing. It's going to be a big show tomorrow. Our show time starts 8 p.m. Liberian time. We're going to take course for 30 minutes by 8:30 p.m. We'll be here tomorrow to discuss the issue. That will be 4:30 Eastern time, 8:30 Liberian time, and we'll run straight into it. We want to say to all of you, thank you for always watching Spoon and following us. We're going to dig deeper into this national issue now. Let me announce this. The LACC second quarter report is up. It's damaging. I think, like the orator said, President Barker will just fire, no suspension. If the president suspend anybody thereafter now, then someone always start getting rest. It's too much, Gibson. Go on the LACC website and see the amount of people, investigation on allegation of corruption. Go there. My fellow Liberian, after the show, go on LACC website. Up to July, it's totally embarrassing that people came into the government just to steal, to kill, and to be so. I went to church today. I don't want to use them, but they're corrupt. I mean, it's embarrassing. It's totally embarrassing. We can have all the fun, we can laugh, but you got an appointment. Say, please go do a piece of job. You beg for the job, and you went with one intention is to steal. I mean, say what you want to say, Gibson. I know we're closing the show, but the Liberian people must hear it. We'll be having a big show tomorrow. It's embarrassing. Look at about this LTM issue. They are protesting tomorrow. You know that? LTM saying that the union coming up saying that what the government giving our jobs away. Almost 1,000 people are going to be out of job. The only thing we are guessing that Joey started here, that Joseph Baga finishing there. You remember? Salisa opened there, Joey closed there. Yeah. And that's what happening now. That Joey project, no, that UP project, no, that CDC project. We should talk about Liberians people project. Keep saying. It's going to be a big show tomorrow. We got so many breaking news. And this thing, the vice president left the country today for Ethiopia. And, he went on behalf of the people of Liberia representing the president. We discussed that, the importance of that trip. But so many things happening in the country. But the bad is always more than the good. I mean, I will give you guys 1 minute each because we're closing the show now. But for me, I just can't wait for tomorrow. And Representative, if you can join us, I know Gibson will be working, but he was squeezing time to come. Because what we heard from the orator, people came to me as a stentor. You got to beat on him. But I think the orator was on point. He was on the money. I don't know your own. I'm not going to celebrate him a lot. But he said something that went across. And President Barker too said something that went across. But that's it. The president gave 45 days for Vice President Kun to come up with a recommendation. That today the president know that everything going on, have people suffering. I guess you take it away and we'll go to the good representative to finish up. Join us tomorrow, guys. It's going to be very interesting. Join us tomorrow for another fiery conversation. Gibson? You're muted, Gibson.
It was good you brought it up because yesterday when I looked at the LACC website, I saw 27 completed investigations of corruption, alleged corruption financial crimes. Brother Bia, you'll be surprised that out of all of these 27 cases that were completed, some of them long time, there's no prosecution. Zero prosecution. On the LSCC own website, there's no indication, there's no documentation, there's no indication of any prosecution mentioned. Nothing, zero. They don't have anything there. Maybe they have the prosecution in the background or they don't want to put it there, I don't know, but they don't have anything there. 27 corruption cases. And all of these corruption cases, they are huge, huge figures. 80,000 here, 200,000 here, 180,000 here, 287,000 here, 900,000. These are US dollar I'm talking about. 400,000, 150,000, 19,000, 3,000. These are all 200,000. These are all corruption cases, formal complaints that were brought before the LACC and that were investigated and that were completed, and they are supposed to be prosecuted. But unfortunately, if you go on the LACC website, it says zero prosecution. I don't know what are the problem, but it doesn't sound good. And I listened to the orator. I think the orator rubbed it in the president's face. I think he was not diplomatic. And because he's a Reverend, maybe that's why he want to take the Michael Francis space. But he did rub it in the president's face. And he talked about people singing the song. Brother B, I want you to listen to that speech. He told the president, he said when you go in the town, when you want to know the secret of the town, ask the children. Listen to them. When you hear them singing a song, that's a song the big people in the town are singing. Mr. President, the people are singing that there is a massive corruption in your government. Mr. President, the people are singing a song that there's a rise into basic commodities and rise of prices on the market. And the president proved it right by asking the vice president. I would not have asked the vice president to do it. I would have formed a technical independent commission to do that. The vice president will politicize it. Why would people will not believe me when I say this? Brother Bia, you tell the vice president to go investigate. He's coming back with a pleasantry. Mr. President, things are going on course. We saw that this is a reason, but we can solve this problem. No need to worry. No. I would have appointed people like Councilor Tiawan say, Gongulu, and say, I want you to investigate, your commission to investigate what is the reason for the hike of prices on the market. Appoint independent people who will not tell you, Mr. President, everything is
over. Gibson us a lot of people. I beg you, come and let's do this tomorrow. Let's end this. This actually it's running through my head. Like we need to get to it. Let me bring in the representative. Gibson, man, I beg you if you can join us tomorrow. It'll be very, very
I will come.
Yeah, representative.
Yep. All right. Thank you. This reminds me about a few months ago on this network, right? Their spoon went up in a couple of the markets, were asking the Liberian people in the market, if we can remember vividly, and asking how is it now? And the people expressed themselves. They spoke their mind and they said, we are suffering. And there were some people on the panel, the spoon panel, said, well, I'm not going to believe this poll because it's not scientific. It's not, you don't go through everything that you need to go through to bring a scientific result. Scientific or non-scientific, when you're asking live people exactly what's going on in their daily lives, that is scientific enough to listen to the people of the country. And this is what have happened over and over. Fast forward up until our 178th Independence Day. Now the president saying that, well, he's going to ask the vice president set up a committee So my question is, not this travel back to good governance, Stanton, right? My question is, who are the ministers in the various ministries that should come together, that should they should start answering to the president? Why is the president setting up a committee when you have ministers in the various ministries or in those various agencies? What are the roles and responsibility to the people of Liberia? Why is the president again wasting his time to want to set up a committee and asking the vice president what kind of committee is he going to set up? Who's going to be part of that committee? The minister of the minister of public works, who's going to be part of those committee? Don't waste our time, please. Good governance is the problem we're struggling with right now, right? That's one. Going back to this thing just happened. Stanton, how many people losing a job? 100 people losing a job based on this, like this quasi concession, basically, that we unfolding right now, that we unraveling right now. Those are some of those issues. But I know there are bigger issues because I will be back on the show tomorrow. There are bigger issues for us to dive into tomorrow to discuss about all of these issues that the masses are struggling. I would say this, Stanton, before I close quickly, right? Yesterday, I gave a remark, just a quick remark at the Liberian Community Association event in Providence, Rhode Island. I took a few remarks, right? Our late president, William R. Tabla, he once said, "We must not allow Liberia to remain a country where a few live in luxuries while the masses suffer in poverty. We in 2025, we stay struggling the same thing." President Tabla said that. We're in 2025, we're still struggling. Our masses are still suffering. People still live in luxury. That's the correction we are talking about. And look, again, I will reserve some of what I have to say for tomorrow. But at this point in time, President Barker now should be holding his ministers, his people that are running his agency accountable and start firing them because of just looking at just a sample of the LACC report. But it's time, bro. Thank you. And again, to my fellow Liberians, we celebrated 178 years of independence. Can we show 178 years of growth in our nation? That's the question we're going to get into.
And I think tomorrow, let me just play this. These are some of the videos and things we're playing. Let us play this.
Who's in the government?
We're going to play these videos tomorrow. We're going to play all of them. Because, you know, and my friends in Unity Party get to know blaming Stanton. They say we send people to red line, we send them to Douala Market, we put bus load of people. No. This is reality. We got to discuss this issue. Reverend Dr. Don said, the people are crying. President Barker said, oh, well, let's investigate. Well, these things, prices are high. But President Barker went right back in the basket and bring one of his, his first advisor to him, Jeremiah Pankun. Was it a good way to go? What about the Commerce Ministry? What are we hearing from them? When you talk about price high in fuel and gasoline, what's about Amos Square, the bank governor, the finance minister? Can we just go through all of them line by line and ask questions? I mean, what about your advisor on economics? I mean, you got Sajoni, you got Marty Kamara. What are they doing there? The economist advisor. I mean, these are different things that people are scratching their head. But now, guess what happened? And I will close with this. So if you are hungry, you get 45 more days to be hungry before the recommendation comes. You get 45 days. No, this is not joke. If that person have to keep the price up there, they get 45 days to do it even before one recommendation comes. And that's exactly what we are talking about. So tomorrow it will be a very interesting show. Keep saying, they get quiet people in the country just praying for 2029 to come like yesterday. You know that? People are praying right now. Listen, people can laugh and joke and say the country is this, yeah. But people saying They're right there right now saying, I'm going to bed hungry. I used to have $10 to buy my yogurt Gary. Now I got to get $25. I used to go in the market and buy the pepper for $5. Now I pay $15 for pepper for 3 pounds. I used to get my leg bony $5 for $10. Now I get him bony $5 for $25. Things are getting crazy. But my fellow Liberians.
So they couldn't do this thing in 2 weeks?
My fellow Liberians, I mean, the president named only Jeremiah Pankun, right? Jeremiah Pankun got to find other people to come be part of the committee now.
And that's the bad part.
So the 45
because
days
those will be funny, they will be loyal to him, not to the president.
But the 45 days is not yet.
Oh my God. I can't wait for tomorrow. Let's wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, something running through my mind. The 45 days isn't start yet, right? Because we
like
are
Jeremiah finished confirming the team yet.
No. The team hasn't started yet.
Okay, so 45 days start yet.
No. So we start 45 days yet. And you know, because what happened is that we got to first of all set the committee. We got to vet the committee now. That's another 1 month issue. All right. So what we are saying here is that you are hungry for 1 year, 7 months. You remove drug manner we have. Add another 90 days to your hunger before we start talking about solution. And may God bless us. May God save the state. And this is what we are saying to all of you. Don't spoon them more. It will be a very interesting conversation. Yagazi, thank you very much for holding it down. We do appreciate you. It's going to be rough tomorrow. We got audio. We're going to be playing. People are saying, but guess what? Let me say this, right? And I beg you guys, maybe I want everybody to listen. What the main reason of that recommendation that was put on the Senate floor, the one they sent it to the president for Senate Feasibility. The main reason. People, should I say or I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, Gibson?
Wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow.
Let me wait for tomorrow. Let me wait for tomorrow. Because the names and what I'm hearing is scary, Gibson. We do not have legislators. We don't have no one that can stand for the Liberian people. And we've been saying this. It is happening in broad daylight. But hey, man, I'm restrained. And I will be patient. I will wait for the moment.
Man, that's 6 o'clock. And that's 6 o'clock. You got 9 more minutes.
Wait a minute, that's 6 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my side. That's 6 o'clock.
Thank you, man. Just back.
But man, we live on the East Coast, though.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry, man.
You. Yeah. Thank you very much, brother Gibson.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You can see Zoe. I beg you can see we got a photo up in Bento, please. Try to reach out. I'm going to say in the contact, reach out to them. And let's go ahead and see what they're doing over there. But to them, thank you for producing. We appreciate you a lot and have a good evening. Okay?
You too.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the commercial. I'm leaving, but you can play the commercial. Jim said we should play.
Okay.
Yes.
Looking for an affordable and reliable fairly used car? Visit Empire Motor in Congo Town, next to the... Looking for an affordable and reliable fairly used car? Visit Empire Motor in Congo Town, next to the Ministry of Health, opposite Giants Gym. At Empire Motor, we have the following vehicles for sale: 2018 Jeep Wrangler, tough and ready for adventure; 2016 Nissan Rogue, stylish and fuel-saving; 2000 Toyota Tundra with a strong V8 engine built for work; and 2017 Range Rover Sport with power and performance. We also have 2017 Toyota Highlander, safe and dependable; 2020 Infiniti QX60, spacious and tech-packed; and 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL that Congo's N-Road. Find us in Congo Town, next to the Ministry of Health, opposite Giants Gym, or call these numbers. We've got more at 9 Yede Government Incorporated at Shefflin Town Avenue in Margibi County. Quality Chromebook laptops for learning, American Palbor rice, tasty and healthy, used American mattresses, ladies' bags from everyday to elegant, and quality clothes for men and women at great prices. Call now or visit us today at Shefflintown Avenue in Margibi County, or call these numbers: 0770 417724, 086 975621, and 0770 167882.
Okay, so folks, that's it. You can join the CEO and his team of panelists on tomorrow at 8 o'clock Liberian time for another thunder-striking edition of the Spawn Talk here on Spawn 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and there are various social media handles, Spawn TV Live, Super TV Live, and Fabric TV Live will also come to you via our YouTube channel. So until then, my name is Yekezi Zobel, bidding you a pleasant good night from Odious Congo Town in Monrovia, Liberia. Bye-bye.
Blind, loyal.